Hey, Andrell. To be for us to them. Yes. How's it going, man? It read my mind, left off where we were the last time, which I was going to do when I came back, but you knew that. What do you think humans can't see in our visible light spectrum? Do you think aliens have multi-spectrum vision? Whew, that's a nice one. That's an interesting one. Maybe the sun isn't what it seems to us for them. Exactly. The stats. Hello. Yeah, I can't add mods here. That's what's hey, Christopher Rollins. Hello, brother. Thanks for coming back, my man. Hey, Dusty Yug. Super Dave 44 is in the house. And I saw him. My friend who had a message from God today. And if you want to see what the message is, go see his video. Because I loved it. Love you, brother. Dabs Anonymous, good evening, all. If you're wondering why I'm so happy, it's because I'm being hacked. Thus proving that I'm the whiz. No, I'm not. I really don't think I am. But the fact that they think my shit doesn't stink, or that I think that, I sort of like playing around with it. So, humans. What do you think humans cannot see in our visible light spectrum? I guarantee you every little creature that's floating around in our atmosphere that has another in another wavelength that we can't see. And I believe that they're not necessarily not physical, but maybe related to if one was to bump into you, you would feel the same thing as the fan feels on your cheek, just a little gust of wind or whatnot. I believe all that. I believe that we're completely surrounded. It is effing hot here, guys. Unreal. It's hotter than it was this afternoon. It's like being on the sun. Actually, I'm pretty sure the sun's not as hot as Quebec right now, and probably some other places. I believe there's lots of the tether incident. Was it who was it? I think it was Christopher Rollins. Anyway, someone was talking about, probably you. We're talking about the stats are in the house. It is interesting. It is so interesting, the stats. Still didn't see Floyd yet. I'll see him later. But yeah, I believe there's a whole bunch of living organisms, and the living organisms that are around me, I believe, are like in the tether incident, which is the STS-75 mission. 85? I never get it freaking right. You guys can tell me. Maybe you know more than me, Andrew. The tether incident. It's STS 85, I think. But anyways, the tether incident, you go and check that mission out, and you see jellyfish-like creatures around space. And someone before here, we're talking with Christopher Rollins. I'm pretty sure it was Christopher. Maybe I'm totally lost, guys. Sorry, I talked to a lot of people in the day. Andrew was there too, but we're talking about, I think Andrew said it. Anyways, the size of those objects were large in the tether incident. We could see these. So what's the tether incident? Is there's a tether, a rod, very long metallic rod that came off of one of the floating vehicles of NASA during a mission. They were filming live. People were watching, and you could see all those objects flying around like jellyfish that I've shown here before, that they contract, decontract, and they expand and contract. They expand and contract, and you see them flying themselves. They're also luminescent. So we're talking about bioluminescence also as you see them in space. It is definitely something absolutely incredible. The stats are in the house. Thanks again, Christopher Rollins. Thank you very much, Experimental Elemental. Thank you very much. I'm honored. I'm not too happy to celebrate it because I'm being hacked, to be honest with you, but it's something incredible. The chance that I had to be here 5 years and share my work, and more years to come. Boy, I'm not done making the trolls cry. I haven't really told you the secrets about why there is flooding in this world, and I actually believe that it's the tears that the trolls have shed by seeing my videos. It's causing rivers and lakes to rise. Don't make me choke on my coffee. I've been here 5 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to make it. I went back out, everybody, to film the sun. And yet again, no solar flares facing Earth side. So if I depend on what happened the last time, is I filmed for 3 days solar flares, and then there was 1 day there was no more flares. Then tomorrow, I hope I'm right. We'll see if I'm right. We should be seeing magnetic lines that are appearing, and those lines are really long lines going across the sun as the alignment of the magnetic fields are aligning. And this is what science says. Who the heck knows why they're saying that the magnetic fields are aligning themselves? It's a lot of theory in science, that's for sure. Most of science is absolutely theory, I believe anyways. Good, it worked, Darla. I can't give out wrenches here. Hey, my brother, Super Dave. I thought he had a wrench too. Super Dave, how's it going, brother? Super Dave's been seeing a lot of weather changes too in his end. Oh my gosh, it is so hot here. I'm hoping, cross your fingers, that tonight there will be UFOs outside. I just finished up a members video for the French channel, even though there's nobody there. And I'll get that up. And then right after that, I'm going to be getting another video up for you guys. It will be late tonight, but I will. Thank you to all new members. Thank you to all of you. If every single one of you that are here are members, you get it. But also thanks to the private members. Thanks for everything you do to support this channel. Hackers, in case you don't know, if you just arrived to this channel, but it's just my whole family's here anyways, I think. But either way, as annoying as it is, everybody, it's a new little something that I add each time to let you all know that the numbers are rolling down. I've gotten no reply from YouTube team. And like I said, you know, VPN and stuff like that, I got a lot of protection here. I don't understand why I am being hacked, but I'm going to update my VPN. I'm going to update everything to get the security up before the end of the month, hoping it will help. And once that's all done, if I'm still being hacked, well, then all of you people that came here to tell me it was YouTube and not anyone else, I'll give you a reason. Again, I'm pretty sure it's both of them. It's traumatizing watching your numbers roll down, especially the first time you go viral, which I had a very short-lived, beautiful feeling, because it really is a beautiful feeling to see the numbers coming in and people watching your videos and getting every 10 seconds, 400 views. It was absolutely incredible. It lasted for 2 days, went and got about 300,000 views, over 250,000 views in 48 hours on the channel. It was absolutely amazing. But then it stopped, and then the numbers started rolling backwards. So the hackers were always watching the channel. And it's very sad, because when I think back, and you all are going to agree with me, hey, Darla, when I had those amazing videos talking about the UFOs exiting craters on the moon, imagine that. When I posted that video, I didn't get any views, none whatsoever. And even when I first posted that, I didn't get any views. I was looking at videos today, y'all, from 2016. I have over 625 videos that have no views or comments at all. And they're videos in 2016 where I said, oh my God, I just found a structure on the moon. Never got any views. I was years not getting views. Remember, Darla? None whatsoever. It was only you guys watching me for the longest time. And in reality, it was the trolls, not trolls, hackers that were stopping the views from coming in. My channel went down 4 or 5 years ago. I was here for a year, and then they took me down a year or two, and then they gave me back my channel. So I assume when they gave me back my channel, they gave it back to me hacked, right? Or already able, hacking able, or hacking ready, whatever you want to call it. There was maybe some manipulation, which again, I have no truth, no proof at all. No truth. Yeah, I got no truth about that for sure. I can't prove it, unfortunately. But the question wasn't done. We're talking about visible light spectrum. What else could occur around us that we're not seeing? Well, get this: gases, poisons, cloud-like anomalies. There's lots of them. We see cloud-like anomalies with the infrared. NASA has many spectrums. And another part of his question that he asked, which was absolutely totally cool, was, do you think aliens have multi-spectrum vision? That just gets very interesting. That's something that I've thought of, but I've not yet mentioned here on this channel. That's awesome, bro. And it's like the videos, right? What's that video, man? If you don't know the name of it, I'm sure you're still going to know what video I'm talking about. It's the video where someone puts on his glasses, it's sunglasses, and it's special glasses, and you can see all the alien signs everywhere. It's a music video, old in the 80s or 90s. But anyways, I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Many videos have done that. And yeah, what could you see? So but one thing I did talk about, Andrew L., a long time ago here, and often, is how aliens would see us. That was an interesting topic. Imagine, thanks for being here, everyone. Imagine aliens coming down to Earth and seeing us like lights, like we see the UFOs. Imagine if they see us very, very bright. Probably not with eyes like that, definitely. But seriously, how would they see? Would he, like Andrew said, would they have multi-spectrum vision? If not, I'll tell you what, they would definitely have multi-spectrum glasses for sure. Or maybe their eyes are constructed that way. And again, we don't even know if aliens ever even look like that, right? We can assume they do. But I mentioned it last live stream. I'm pretty sure the alien beings could have a difference, like the difference between Asians and white people and black people. That simple. Maybe they have an extra finger. Maybe they have double earlobes. Who knows? It could be something different. The scary part is that if they really looked like us, they could come down here, wear suits and hats and sunglasses and hide themselves. And the scary part is there's lots of stories about the men in black, being different to other people, being very pale, having blonde hair, having extra fingers. Someone said that this afternoon, actually. This is why I'm talking about it. I have heard that before. Not trying to steal the show. Someone gave a great mention, said some person about an abduction or something that had 6 fingers. It's interesting when you have a lot of grip, eh? Wouldn't want them to grab your jugular, grab your neck, the men in black. But another thing about the men in black is that I heard that the men in black, and this is a fact, this is what they said about the men in black, they were there not necessarily, well, maybe that's not true, not solely trying to hide the secret from coming out, but they were also trying to encounter people that have had encounters and that have been abducted. If someone's coming out with some incredible theory, it's a CIA or someone else that's going to go to the house or, to silence you. You got to remember, the government is going to contact you first, Sarah. Somebody showing something that could affect national security, they're not going to come and kill you. They're going to reach you and tell you to stop. If you don't stop, then they'll kill your ass. But aside from that, they're not going to, I'm pretty sure. It's common sense, but it's so interesting. Do you all believe that men in black could come to our doors and not our doors, you know what I mean, do their job to go encounter people that have had encounters, spiritual encounters? It's interesting when you think of it, talking about them having blue eyes, blonde hair. There's lots of theories that come to that blue eyes and blonde hair. We have Hitler that was trying to make the perfect race of people with blue eyes and blonde hair and taking pig eyes and experimenting with it. All these have a relationship to one thing, and it's that all the different secrets in the world have been formed by that one true story that's hidden. All these theories and lies and speculations, and even truth comes out when people talk about it. Mr. Ralph Piolio. No, sorry. Mr. Peter Hyde. Thanks, brother. Nice to see you, Peter. Peter, thanks a lot, bro. for everything, man, for the ongoing support. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for being here. Christopher Rollins, thank you so much, sir. If we got a message from aliens on the moon, which, by the way, you got to check out Chris because he has his 14-inch too, and he's waiting for good weather. Worst time to buy a scope, we could say, but you'll get one evening, man. It's totally clear, and you'll be able to blow it out of the park. If you got a message from aliens on the moon, says Christopher Rollins, that they needed rescue. Oh, yeah. Would we go get them or should we? That's interesting what we say. If you get a message from aliens on the moon that they needed rescue. It's funny you say that. Maybe that's exact. Thanks again, Peter Hyde. Thanks, guys. That's maybe what happened on the moon. Maybe that's what the war is. That's interesting. And we get a signal, cry for help, like an SOS signal, Morse code, SOS coming from the moon. Somebody picks up on it, the military, radar data, whatever, and says, whoa, what do we do? Should we go or should we not go? I really don't know, eh? I think I would send a test, a testing candidate, like a dummy or a message or something like that, you know, like a caring message to an alien to make them understand exactly what's going on. I don't know how I'd respond to that if I had the choice. Like, imagine you're in charge of the Space Force and you have to make this decision on, do we reply or do we not reply? It could change the whole entire world. We're getting into those interesting possibilities, right? Because when I was born, it was science fiction. There was no way in hell that people were outside of this world or, you know, on the moon. Well, of course it was, but we didn't think of it. That's the thing. Nobody was thinking of it, right? No. And don't you find it funny? Guys, the man in the moon. All these little heads up that they were giving to everyone. When people, why did all our lives, Men in Black, oh, they look like aliens. Those are heads up to tell people. Sometimes it could be even little white lies to make people realize that, hello, aliens are here, but not just here. They're interacting with humans, but we think they're interacting with humans. What if it's an invasion? And I call this, speculatively speaking, a silent invasion. If you're going to invade 8 billion freaking people, you got to keep them calm. Everyone, no matter what your education is, you're going to agree with that and you're going to understand that. We have to be tricked. The same way we round up cattle. It's scary because that's what happens when we go hunting. You know, we're in a boat. We're hunting for ducks while we're hiding behind the trees. We're making noise. I mean, we're hypocrites, right? When we go hunting, in reality, we're hunting for food, but it's true. We're trying to lure in the other less intelligent species. And I believe there's a possibility that aliens can do that to us. The same way a moth flies into a friggin' light, right? Oh, look at the light, look at the light. It's so bright and beautiful. Let's go into the light. We get lured into things. Different species, different types of lures. But it's crazy. Peter Hyde, thank you so much, brother. It just reappeared. 831, is that the same one? Thank you, man. Hey, thanks again. I thought I had in 5. Maybe I hadn't seen right. Sorry about that. There's Floyd Stats. You don't have a wrench, but the stats do. Aliens look like us with extra stuff. It's exactly what I believe, man. So it is also. Oh, capital F, capital S. You must be following the stats channel. I couldn't see it. When this is done, if you don't mind, I'm not forcing you to make a comment. Just go write a hello. That way I'll be able to give you a wrench because I can't give it with StreamYard. I can't give wrenches with StreamYard. I didn't know that. I did not know that. With X, so he says, thanks again, man. Aliens look like us with extra stuff is exactly what I believe. Maybe a double bumpy nose or maybe 3 eyes or maybe bigger cheekbones. I believe it's literally that type of difference. Developed more abilities that are hidden in each and every one of us. Untapped. That's another thing, brother. I believe humans have a lot of powers and powers that exist, whether you want to call it sorcery or magic, it doesn't matter. Never mind putting a term to it. I'm just telling you that each and every human being has energy inside of him or her. We have energy inside of us. We're constructed of energetic molecules, atoms right now that are compressed together. And that's how we were formed. And that energy that's inside of us, that is us, not inside of us, it is us. Imagine us being able to go through walls by materializing ourselves through the walls by breaking up our atoms in concentration as a cloud and going through the other side like ghosts do. Come try to convince me that this experimentation is not being done. Imagine the morbidity, what they would have tried on humans, the experimentation to do some of these tests in hiding. You can't blame some of them for wanting to do some of that screwed up shit, but I'm telling you, it could open a lot of portals to the other side. And again, this is just figuratively speaking. Portals exist. I'm seeing UFOs appear in the sky. Why are they appearing? It's because they're entering something. Okay, they're entering Earth's atmosphere, sure, maybe. Or it's a portal entering Earth's atmosphere. Maybe that's how they have to get in through the firmament, is by coming in quickly and, teleporting through a portal. I don't know. It's interesting. Nonetheless, all talking about it. Thank you guys, for the ongoing support. Dabs Anonymous, how's it going, brother? Experimental Elemental, thanks again. Greatly appreciated. Christopher Rollins is in the house. Angie, how's it going? We all is doing good. Angie, thank you so much for being here. Cam, back in the house. Thank you, my friend. Arizona, still here. Thank you very much. Hey, nice to see you, Darren S. My brother's at work. Thanks a lot, bro. Really appreciate it, man. I love you guys for the support. Rock on, Wayne. How come I can't give wrenches here? No, we can't do anything here. Let's see. No, I can only block Floyd. I'm not going to block him. I like him. I don't want to get rid of him. Thanks, Floyd. I didn't see Wayne yet. Did not see him. My flock. Thanks for coming back. Thanks again for the generous contributions, my friend. Appreciate it, you guys. Who had a message from God? Oh, Super Dave 44. He filmed something and called it a message from God. So a beautiful anomaly in the sky, one that we all know, but it was a little different. It's like saying you're seeing the sun, but only half of it, right? And it was an interesting video. I don't want to blow it for him, but I liked it. I thought it was cool. It's Super Dave 44. He posts a lot of messages too sometimes, and how can I say, uplifting messages also. So he's a good guy, contributes to the channel. He has an amazing community. A lot of people like him. He's a good guy. I have a lot of fun. Thanks again, Angie. Cam, thanks so much for the wishes. I'm honored. I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. Really upset about the hack and the numbers going down. So here's the thing. Straight up, if the hackers keep rolling the numbers down, but I get enough views, I was going to say you guys, I'm not going to put the stress on your backs. You all come here plenty. Everyone that's here. Hey, Dead Poles, even Dead Poles. I see all these channels. Every one of you come here all the time. You can't change anything. But for newcomers, when they see the videos and they know that I'm getting hacked, well, they probably encourage the channel. It's the only way I'm going to stick around. And I'm hoping for it. Light spectrum is a tricky thing. Damn right it is, man. And not just that. They're talking about that. Floyd stats. They're talking about. Oh, so I was on your channel before, and I didn't think it was yours. I'll go see it later. So yeah, man. They're talking about light spectrum in space. Also, they said that space itself is tricky. The light phenomena that people are seeing. NASA has zero clues. Scientists have zero clues on what's going on. It's going to be something that's going to take another 100 years for us to try to understand whether there's oxygen around Earth. I'll be honest with you. There's no proof of anything. Stop it there with the monitors and people monitoring to see if there's oxygen and stuff. It's bullshit, I think. I think there's a lot that we don't know. I think it was a good way to scare people to pretend that they were so advanced, that the governments are so advanced. We saw how advanced they were during 9/11. No one was advanced here. Terrorists did what the hell they wanted to, and no one knew what the hell was going on. So there was no protection for any country. It's a load of malarkey. We're strong. We have ballistic missiles, and we detect everything, except for that guy flying into the building. Right? That's retarded. Ridiculous. I don't even believe it. Don't you find it odd during 9/11, not one family came on to say that he lost a family member? Not one. After 9/11, I was staring at the videos looking for coroner vans. There was none. They were all disintegrated. No one left. Okay. Can you give wrenches on YouTube? Thanks for sharing. Hey, Mountain Man, I'll definitely give you one. I can't give them here, though. Leave me a hello after when I shut down here. Just leave a little hello, and I'll, with pleasure, man. If you guys want to help with being mods too. And again, got a lot of mods here. You don't have to be a member either to be a mod. It's something that I gave spontaneously. With the hackers on the channel, I'm always very careful because I get a lot of people that try to manipulate the channel. Even though they're limited on what they can do with the wrench, it's just to help me out here. But yeah, I promise. Hey, Mountain Man, thank you so very much for the ongoing support, you guys. I love you guys. It's too bad the channel is being hacked, but I get such great support either way. So I'm just going to go with it. Putting my trust in God. He's going to burn their asses, those trolls and hackers. Super Dave 44. Mary, thanks for coming back. Almighty 602. Phoenix, Arizona in the house. Hi, you guys hot down there? Any heat down there? It is a stinking hot here. It is bad. At least finally it's nighttime. It's going to get a little cooler, I hope. But 40-degree weather on its way here. We're in August. Usually it starts getting cool. And no, it's like now is the time to be swimming. It's getting really, really hot here. Nighttime streams. A couple of you from the UK will probably be the most likely to appear on these streams. And you night owls like me, I'm up all night, actually, sometimes. A lot. My flock. See, and that didn't even show up on top. It's a good thing I saw it on the bottom. Thank you, sir. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it so much. Very generous, my friends. My dog sees things. Oh, yeah. KM. Now you're talking. Hey, wait. First of all, Super Dave replied, Darla. Super Dave, thanks, bro, for everything, man. Super Dave also, every single time there's a big earthquake, you go to his channel, and he will have posted it before the news. Don't worry, I confirm it, because he always does really quickly. Of course, with the time change for me, I wake up in the morning, and he already posted about the earthquakes and stuff like that. And exactly the one I mentioned, the one he posted, that 8.3 Super Dave in Alaska, was it? Something like that? It was in Alaska, I think. 8.3 earthquake. That's pretty big. But Cam says, my dog sees things that I can't see all the time. Yeah, and I also believe that cats do too. And like Andrew L was talking about, different wavelengths and spectrums. I've had a cat stare over my head, you know, when their mouths go like, start shaking, looking over my head, like what's over my head. I believe that they do see ghosts and other entities, not just ghosts. Like we call them ghosts. Whatever is on the outside, or like what Andrew L said, everything and anything that we can't see in the visible spectrum of light for our eyes. We see between so many nanometers, between 400 and 1,000 we could see. It's 400 wavelength underneath, lower. So you have a lower spectrum of infrared. I think our eyes see from 4 to 7, or 4 to 1,000, 4 to 7. And anything over than that, over the 1,000 also, we would probably see other things. Like, I want to look at different UV spectrums looking at the sun. And the 14-inch, when I get a sun filter, I mean, I would never risk filming the sun. I was always afraid it was going to bust. Wouldn't take a chance. Something that's over $10,000 US. But when I get the bigger scope, yes, I will go on to the sun with the 14-inch telescope to look at the solar flares and eruptions. It'll be absolutely amazing. Been filming the sun for 5 years, my friends, and I've never showed any solar flares. Just to let you know how many solar flares are occurring right now. It's pretty crazy. What's up? Caillou, merci, thank you, brother. Thanks again, my flock. Hello to you, Peter Hyde. Thanks for everything, you guys. Hey, Carol Muffet, how's it going? I was just watching you sunspots and moon videos and members only. Thank you, Carol. Thank you very much, my good friend. I'll get some more videos up too for the members also. And the next coming up will be for the members on the Friends channel. Got to get that one up. Patreon. I see. There's so much I want to load up. Lots of images and things we can analyze. Winter's coming. We're going to have some amazing live streams here. We're going to be able to, often what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making videos before I go on to live stream, and maybe 10, 15 minutes we'll be able to look at a whole bunch of things. Captures during the week, maybe more sunspots or whatever. Getting sick of the sun yet? I will be filming the sun every day from now till forever, and keeping track of every single day that there are solar flares. I will post it, even if it's only a 2 or 3 minute video, or even if I stick it in a moon video. Again, all day. I went out at 10:30 a.m. I went out at 4. I went out at 6. I went out. That was it. I went out at 6 o'clock 3 different times to film the sun, and I did not see anything. I didn't see any alignments, but boy, the sun was hot. It is hot. Yes, it's hotter today than it has been all summer, actually. You can feel it burning, singeing the skin. Thanks again, everybody. Carol Muffet, I can't thank you enough for watching those videos, my friend. It's not as hot here as it was last week. Yeah, I think I've not mistaken. You had mentioned that. Still unbearably humid, though. That's what gets us, the humidity. And it's funny. I was hot, but now it's still very hot. But it's funny. Look, I'm not wet. No humidity right now. That's very odd, though. During the day there, I notice it going up and down. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm not kidding you. Here in Quebec, we have a lot of humidity. I know some of you also do. Leslie, thanks a lot, my friend. Thanks a lot. My dear friend, Leslie Bosler. Can't thank you enough for the generous contributions, guys and gals. Oh, I thought Dabs wrote DARPA. He wrote Darla. Dead Poles. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. I have to double check on, keep track of some of what they're saying on things like that. Alfie Joe Bob. Thanks again, Dead Poles. Hello to you. Yes. Christopher's in the house, my friend. Hello, Alfie Joe Bob. How's it going, man? Hey, we have Oliver Klein. Hey, all. Oliver, thank you very much, brother, for stopping by. Welcome. Who else do we have? Stephen A's in the house. Thanks, bro, for the amazing comments and support. I appreciate it. Those of you right now who did not give me a thumbs up, I will track you. No, I'm kidding. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. It will help on the way out. On the way out. No rush. Unless you want to do it now. It doesn't really matter. It helps. And I keep mentioning it now every video, especially since I'm being hacked. They must have been pissed that I never mentioned my fundraiser. I never do. I still don't, I still honestly don't. I leave it in the options, I don't even put the fundraisers up on my live streams. You will never see one live stream video that has the fundraisers up. It's not all about the money, but hackers starting to hack me. They're going to be expecting to see the fundraiser up. So in reality, the hackers are going to get me a lot of attention, right? Bad news sometimes is good news. I saw an old, one of my first hackers, of course, way back during John Lear time and John Walson, is misheard. I was looking at some old comments that she posted. Poor misheard and the trolls. They had said, Bruce is a fraud. Scientists are speaking of him. He was confronted by scientists and refused to divulge how he was capturing his pixelation shit on the moon. It's funny, the effort that some of you went through to try to block me, and it sort of goes, it's psychotic thinking that my research would not get out. The first video of a UFO fleet that I posted, millions of people saw it. Guarantee you, millions of people saw it. Guarantee you, people took the video, downloaded it, and are talking about it in Finland and China and a lot of the countries that come here to the channel. 62 countries were here today on the channel. Hard to believe, eh? Hey, guys, Malaysia, Oman. I have people following me in the hundreds in Oman. Okay? I don't know if you know it. It's only military personnel that's there. Okay? Can't go vacation there in Oman. Or maybe you can. I don't know. But either way, it was raining in the desert in Oman, by the way, a couple of days ago. Really, really bad, actually. My gosh. It's the least I can do. The stats family. I love you guys. It is a pleasure. You be careful. That's all you do is when say to yourself, you have access to blocking people. And what happens sometimes, somebody comes and he lets go a big F you or screw this or screw that. Well, I'm still very lenient. Like, you don't have to jump on them. You wait. When you see that a lot of them are there, well, you could jump on them and try to block one. You see, it's cool. Experimental Elemental. Thanks again for being here. I think these squid octopus looking, I love those. My favorite ones. Looking UAPs are biological entities. I totally agree with you that use space and our atmosphere as home. I absolutely believe it. Like the mosquitoes of Earth. It's the same thing. They're in space. They have all those bugs, right? Even though they're gigantic. I totally believe that. What you said, the UFO. And I do, that's the exact term, Carol Muffet, that I use, is that I believe they are biological UFOs. The first time I had heard that biological UFOs was way back during Eisenhower. It's actually Majestic 12, if I'm not mistaken. I forget about some of these, researched it many years ago. But Majestic 12 was talking about biological UFOs. Like they're talking about now, unidentified aerial phenomena vehicles. They have vehicles now, right? And there's also the unidentified aerial phenomena, meaning the light phenomena. In space, there's a lot of light phenomena. We can't say the contrary, right? Because when I film with the infrared outside, like I'm going to do tonight, you never know what I'm going to get. You see all the lights that I'm capturing? Every time I show a UFO light, there's always a different characteristic. Either it materializes itself or it just stays there flashing. Remember last year, all those big blinking and responding, and I talk to them and I try to get responses back. I've never used my laser ever again. I used it once in a video and I promised never I'd use it again. I'll be honest with you. I pointed my laser up in the sky. I saw 10 UFOs appear and come from all angles. I'm not even going to get in trouble for having used it. It's illegal to use a laser. And what I'm really afraid of is that imagine if it turned out the inevitable that all of those lights are drivers, humans that are driving, and they would be blinded by lasers. So blinded by the light. So I don't flash lasers. I try not to anyways. Try to be careful with them. Try to respect the skies. And I believe that they're connected. Someone here was telling me before, talking about languages like CE5, a way to communicate with those extraterrestrials or aliens if they exist, theoretically speaking, We were talking last live streams last week or something, or in a video, that it's instantaneous. They say that the response, the connection is instantaneous. I was talking with some of you in the last live stream. Forced disclosure, thank you so much. Southern California in the house. Again, thanks for the generous contributions, man, and all you do to this channel, for being a member, everything, you guys. It really helps. You got one person doing so much, becoming a member, contributing, commenting, and I appreciate it. I don't go to your channel enough, I admit that. I try, man. I try once in a while going. Like I say, the real secret is that all UFO videos, hey, Floyd, you got a like on your video about a couple of hours ago. That was me, Floyd Stats. I did see your channel before. You filmed the UFO in the sky that was stationary and then moving. So Floyd, that doesn't have a channel about UFOs or doing it as a business or something like that, has a video where you clearly see it. And the worst of it, you see it in color. So he's actually using a camera where you can see the color of this light. It's not a plane because it never flashes, and planes flash. But that was me, dude. Mago Baz, giggity. Giggity. Hey. Thank you for being here. My pleasure. My Flock 2.0, thank you very, very much. Mega Baz, giggity in the house. Hello. You want to point that thing to Ace of Space. Bloody trolls. B-Boy 5658. How's it going? How much does it cost to obtain your telescope to see with such vivid detail on the moon? My telescope in particularly was 10,000 US, Canadian, about 12,000 something. There was a camera, other options for me. I went and got a battery, $400 or $500. So it was about $1,500 that it cost me. And the community raised an amazing amount, over $10,000. So I was very happy. But when I started out with this beautiful baby. Oh boy. Okay, I'll have to clean it up. Beautiful Cosgrane telescope, Celestron telescope. This weighs a ton. Must weigh at least 25 pounds. This is 1,500 millimeters focal length. Not 1,100, 1,500 millimeters focal length. It's 4 inches and 3/4, almost 5 inches. I got some beautiful captures with it. But here's the thing. Every telescope, look at it this way. Every telescope, you'll be able to get any object, but they'll be smaller. And the bigger the telescope, well, obviously, the more details you'll see. I have the HD version in the telescope also. But, you know, I say you invest $2,000-3,000 in a telescope, and you could be able to have a channel like me and do the same thing I'm doing in your end. Look at the sky. You go get an infrared camera the year after, and you pay $300-400, and you invest like that. I'll be honest with you. The 3 tripods I had took me 2 years to get. Maybe even 3 years to get my tripods. $600 to $800 of tripods. A tripod, you can buy the cheap ones at $129, or you can buy the better ones that go well, and they're $300-400. They're very expensive. Canadian around here, anyways. Very, very expensive tripods. And you know, the batteries, and then of course people think that why you buy a battery once and stuff. I mean, what happens is that you pay a lot of money with SD cards every year, a couple hundreds of dollars of SD cards, because they break, they stop, wires bend. One day the telescope wire is going to bend. I'll have to order another wire at Celestron. But in general, a telescope where you want to put a camera up its butt that has higher megapixels, higher frame rates of the camera, maybe 120 frame rates per second, and you get this amazing amazing detailed video. You can't even imagine. And none of you have ever seen it because the 4K videos never worked on YouTube. I film in 4K, 120 frames per second all the time. And when I upload them here on YouTube, you see them in 420p, 1080p sometimes. In reality, I still post them because the difference is not too shabby. You can still see pretty good. But if you're literally seeing an original video, it is pretty different. But you know where it's different? I hope you understand me. The moon looks the same, except when you're looking at the little details. So when I post it to YouTube, it's basically the same, but the little details of lines and all the little details, they don't show up as much on YouTube. But yeah, if ever you're interested, I bought it at Celestron, CGXL 1400 high definition telescope, and I put a Nikon D850 at the back, $10,000 camera. I bought it without the lens, half price, $5,000, $5,000. Of course, extra batteries, a couple things I got. Had to get another tripod at that time, at one point. Thank you, my flock. Thanks a lot, you guys. Pulsing. The sun's pulsing. I got the sun flashing, actually doing a flash, pulsating. Mr. Towers, I can't thank you enough, brother, for everything you do, sir. Honestly, all the help everywhere, Patreon channel, comments, coming to the live streams. Obviously, I am devastated with the hacking because I'm afraid of the outcome of what's going to go on, if I'm going to get help or not, if I'm going to, update the security on the computer. I will. But there's just these little challenges and struggles sometimes. It's concerning. I lost a lot of weight. If you go back to a lot of weight, yeah, fisherman story. I lost a couple of pounds, let's say, and just from a little bit of the stress. If you go back and look at the last live stream, you'll see that I lost 10 pounds, and that's how I regulate the stress. I'm always able to keep the emotions neutral, but when you do that, when you're able to have a strong mind to control anything that's occurring around you and control your emotions, it goes and affects you physically, whether you lose weight, whether you gain weight. The mind is strong, and I believe you can mind over matter. You can overcome anything. I believe in healing powers. I have them myself, and I believe everyone does. Everyone can experiment with them, and but it shows physically when a mark in your life happens, and the more upset you get, you can't overcome it. So getting upset, well, I don't get upset. Don't wonder why Bruce is so sassy with the trolls. Rude prick I am. I can respond to a troll and be worse than them, and it's not that I am. It's that whether it be a defense mechanism or not, I'm showing people that I'm not affected emotionally by what they are doing. It brings a lot of support to the channel. Steve Towers, you guys are so encouraging, and I can't thank you all enough for being here. And there's nothing more you can do, Mr. Towers, and all of you, except for being here. Darla, Peter Hyde, my flock, B-Boy, everyone that takes the time to come to the channel, for me, I'm blessed. It's still going bad with the hackers, but I'm totally blessed. They destroyed the French channel, so I'm still going to continue posting. I used to post. Remember, Darla? I used to post on the French channel when no one was there. I did that for a long time. I'm still going to do it. Because there are French people every day that come to the channel that are new people and see the videos. It takes a long time for people to get known, but I don't want to be known. I want my research to be known. Well, I think more the truth. I want the truth to be known. Thanks again, Mr. Towers. Thanks for the inspiration, my friends. Yes, I'm back, Mary. I want to do a late stream for my friends in the UK. Often some of you said that you wanted me to do a stream, and I have to stop saying it and I have to actually do it. Couple days, I guess, maybe tonight. I don't know. Not tonight. I just streamed. I won't have a voice, but there's lots I want to do with you all. Say to yourself, I have a lot of documentation, And I want this to be a channel that is asides from the others. And I'm not trying to be better than anyone. I'm trying to be amazingly interesting. The worst thing, I guess, for people that love the channels is that we don't get replies often, and I don't blame them. Okay, someone that's getting 1 million views a day is not going to be able to reply to everyone. I get it, but often the big channels, we never see them in the comment section. And I'm not saying that they're not okay to do that. I do not have the experience of having thousands of comments a day, but only hundreds. But I still think it's awesome to go and respond, even if you go respond to one comment on the video often. And this is why I got a lot of jealous people, right? Because I try to interact with you all. And I'll be honest with you, some of the comments that you all leave me is going to make some of the trolls mad. But being here for 5 years, I did think the research was going to get out to more people. So I did the opposite. Opened a fundraiser. I was able to raise and again, don't forget, the fundraiser is not my money yet, right? It's money to buy something. So it's not money and revenue that's coming in. What you guys give here, Patreon, and all the help you give, the views too. When you come here and you watch a video and you give me a couple of views, it helps YouTube put me in recommendations. The hackers are rolling me back, so I was taken out of recommendations this week. But I had, like I said, a very small feeling of being viral. It was amazing. And I'm happy that people reacted to the video. And that means that at one point, maybe it will go up. And I stay positive. I try to stay positive. Mew Mew Coo. Good evening to you. Thanks a lot. California. Well said, Teresa. Bien dit. Bonjour à toi, Teresa. Be kind. Cool name, by the way. I know. So sad. But I'm hoping, I'm hoping you guys will overcome it. I'm sure you will. But there's going to be a lot of crap. A lot of people going through crap. I don't always have money, but when I do, I send love. Can't thank you enough, my friend. Like I said, you came here to my channel once, you watched a video, or you came, you gave $1. It's both amazing contributions, and I really appreciate it. It's hard to get real communities, so I try to advertise the truth of what I can offer and what I can do. So like I said, we have a lot of documentation here on the channel that we can analyze, and your feedbacks. And I know even some of you right now are holding back from talking about certain issues. When I come here, it's not because it's the anniversary that you can't ask me a question about space or about Elon Musk and stuff. We're a family, so we can talk about absolutely anything here for sure. Floyd Stats. Gate Smasher. Oh yeah? On the PocketNet platform, Bruce. That I appreciate it, man. You see, those are platforms I don't know about. Phones or whatnot, everything. I really appreciate that. You know what I believe, Floyd? I believe that phones and platforms like that, the information gets out even more. It's like they're holding back more on YouTube. But some of those platforms, it can help. It always helps. If it wasn't for you guys and gals, I would not even be here anymore. I wouldn't get any views. Say to yourself, if I'm not recommendations on YouTube, well, I could be on PocketNet platform. That's like, yay, amazing. You guys are spoiling me the stats. Thank you very much. Angie, thank you so much for interacting. Hope you have a nice weekend too. The weekend's coming, guys. Weekend is here, and I'll be outside filming every day that I can. Thanks again, Floyd. Hey, Fatty McButterpants. Thanks for coming back. Thanks again for the generous contributions, my friend. Oh, 9/11. Perfect timing. Leslie. Thank you so much, Leslie. Love you guys for it. Thank you very much, Leslie Bosler. Or Boslar. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I'm here to stay. I ain't going nowhere. I love doing this work and some new things. So the sun Um, don't worry, I won't bore you with it. I will only show the sun when there's solar flares on it. And why am I showing it? Well, it's affecting the weather, right? The weather has been drastic around the world. Spain, Italy, Germany, China, uh, North Korea. I hate talking about it. North Korea, I love the people. I'm talking about, when I talk about countries and I say I don't like that country, you'll never hear me say that, because I talk about the governments like China, the corrupt government. I'm not going to say Chinese people. I like Asian women. I got nothing against them. The ideal is that we're all like that. We get into the routine of saying, oh, damn terrorist and this and that. But I'm very careful not to put everyone in the same boat. But everyone that's running the countries, the ones that are running everything, they're the ones that should be working for us. Unfortunately, they're not. Cheers, everyone. Little coffee for my 5th anniversary. My system works backwards. When things aren't going good with the channel, I guess some people would relax by taking a drink or something, maybe a beer on a weekend or something, maybe to calm them down, and I can't. If I open a bottle of wine or if I have a beer or something, it's because things are going good. If not, I wouldn't have one. And when things go bad like that, you know what, guys? For the last 5 years, and when I quit my job, well, the trolls didn't help with that either, because they also called. I was driving, but I was working with children. Also working with children of that had low mobilities and low access to moving their hands or whatnot. Lighter and very heavy handicaps that they had, and that was the job that when they hired me, that I was to be the only one that was traveling around, the ones that were very heavily handicapped. But why was I talking about that? Sorry. I lost it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Started getting calls at work at one point when I, near the end there, after a couple of years, when I started doing this full time. Just before I was getting off, people were calling in at work, talking about pedophilia and everything. It was pretty bad. Had some people that tried to destroy me, actually, destroy my name and stuff. There's something very dangerous in that. And, you could give me your phone number and an address, and I don't even know you're in the States, and I can call a police station in your town and tell them that you're abusing your kids, or, to try to cause you problems and stuff like that. I know some of you are going to say, what the hell are you talking about? But that's a bit of what they tried to do with me. And when I started talking about the problems, I started getting a lot of backlash of people saying, oh, look at this guy, his little bitch is complaining all the time and stuff. But it was a tactic, a plan, right? To try to destroy someone's mind or destroy someone emotionally. I was always honored. I got excited when I found the objects on the moon. Darla will probably remember my first video I made. Do you remember me? Darla, do you remember the video? If any of you find it, please let me know where it is. Drop the link. I lost it. The first time I found out there was someone on the moon, I cried. You should see the video. The video was so emotional. And I was talking, I'm going, guys, they're really up there. I'm telling you, I have to show you something. I filmed something on the moon. I'm seeing these lines. And then I started flipping out. Not flipping out in a good way. Started being very energetic. Started making videos. And the more I did that, the more I was getting attention from people on the sidelines. There was Roxy. What's her name? Roxy. She was even on the news at one point. She was a reporter. She reached me right away. John Lear reached me. He asked me for a friend request. I had the CIA. I had the person that Gary McKinnon, the person that was in the news and MUFON talked about, that hacked NASA, hacked into the system, gave me a comment on my channel to tell me that my work was awesome and stuff. And I mean, wow. So I started meeting a lot of awesome people. Whether you guys and gals believe me or not, for me, it's an honor. I had the chance to meet 2 or 3 older directors at MUFON, and another one now that is still at MUFON that was the former MUFON director right before. Guys, people at MUFON love my work, but you know what? It's the ones that are retiring from MUFON that are reaching me, not the ones that are there now. Are you seeing a pattern where people that are in the now are not going to divulge what's on the moon? But when they retire from MUFON and stuff, they're interested in my work and they talk about my work with me, right? So I did have an amazing chance. I had the chance to do a radio interview. I hope you guys don't take this as a rant. I'm trying to share, I'm honored. Like, I mean, I was ecstatic to be able to get onto the radio. Don't forget, I'm English, and I had to go on an FM radio in French. Carole Lozé has, Je t'aime, Carole. She has over 150,000, anyways, high in the 100,000s of people that listen on air every day. And don't forget, it's the FM radio, not the AM radio. And that's when everything crashed. Remember, Darla? I did my first interview on the radio, and then the channel went dead. Completely dead. It's funny. It is funny because they're going to do with me like they did to Bob Lazar. No, I'm not comparing myself to his work. The guy's amazing. He's a genius, mathematician. But what they're doing to me is that they're erasing me. They're erasing me on YouTube. Maybe, who knows? Maybe one day I'll even be erased in the schools like Bob Lazar. The honor that I would have. But it's sad in a way that you can't speak freely about that. And I can actually. I don't get taken down talking about UFOs, but I don't get necessarily many views about the research. So you guys really are holding the channel up. Like, literally. I'm serious. And I appreciate it so much. You know how many tricky emails I get? Hey, thank you. Sorry, guys. Forced disclosure. Oh, thanks, man. I did say thank you for that one, but in case I didn't. I got lots of tricky emails. At the beginning, the threat started in 217, and 218 went well into 2021, but the worst was 219. 219, I lost 47 pounds in 3 weeks from a whole bunch of things that were occurring, threats, hacks. Darla saw it many times. There were people, and many of you, there were people here in the community, 15, 20 people that were the sweetest ladies and the coolest jacks, coolest guys that were there. And spontaneously the next day, they started attacking, saying, "Oh my God, Bruce is harassing my daughter." What is that? I was flipping out at one point. At one point, it got crazy. Mr. Lem channel that said Bruce was harassing my daughter, that told her off and stuff. Miss Here that said Bruce is a fraud. It's been proven. He's on the news in certain countries. They're talking about him. Scientists are trying to talk about him being a fraud. I couldn't get over the effort that everyone went through to try to hide and silence the research. But you know what the worst of it is not a lot of people come to the channel, and I don't understand how they can do that. We know that hackers and the system aren't killing people and aren't stopping them from coming here. You know, if there's almost 100,000 people here, you'd think that if everyone just talked about my channel to one person, there would be a lot more people here. But a lot of you come here and you're like ghosts. So the activity that happens here on the channel is hidden. I don't know why I went viral the other day. It was a mistake. It's something, maybe a hacker forgot to block in the traffic that was coming in. I hope he got in trouble, the idiot, for having done that, because I had never seen the views go up so much. Guys, I almost had tears in my eyes. Think of it. Maybe, listen, a lot of people will laugh at me and say viral. The guy went viral because he has 400 views every 10 seconds. Yeah. For me, that was pretty viral. Don't forget, born in the 70s, had, I was popular here and there, school and stuff like that. Had maybe 50, 60 friends, a lot of people I knew. But personal ones, only one or two. But people develop a backbone. I don't even know why I was talking about that. Must have been a lie. No problem, Darren, but not sure what I did. Doesn't matter, Christopher. Thank you, brother. Thanks, Darla. My beagle sees things. Yes, the stats. I believe that. I really do believe that. The animals can see another spectrum. So obviously, they do like birds, right? When they see a bird, they start staring at the bird. But when they see a ghost in the house, I got the hiccups now. Sorry. They start staring at the ghosts or the entities. And it's even scarier the fact that they don't jump on them. You know, it's not a bird sized object they're looking at. They're looking at someone standing up. Why would they be looking up? I imagine these big ass aliens hovering over you, you know. Guys, for those who don't know, I've had spiritual encounters that defy reality. I've seen individuals that were in a room with me that have had their shadows. One of them had their shadow moving opposite as to what my friend was moving. Do you understand that the light that was shedding off of the candle onto him, you know how it is when there's a candle in a room, we often start wavering around. You know, when we start wavering around like that, it's scary. The candle starts, you know, wavering. You know what I mean? It's the flame, and your shadow wavers at the same time with the candle. Well, imagine the shadow stopping from wavering, like it became physical and remained black like a silhouette. Its two arms like this, his head like this. And then all of a sudden, the shadow started flipping out. The shadow started flipping out and started swinging like he wanted to hit us. And I could see the shadow looking all around, looking in the room, looking at us, looking in the house. So I came to the conclusion that a shadow is a reflection of light. There's no life in a shadow. There could be no life in a shadow. There's no explanation that could explain how a shadow has life in it. But then you see a movie like Dracula where his shadow moves. Think of it. Dracula sends his shadow upstairs to fetch him a glass of wine, right? No, but you know what I mean. In that movie of Dracula, where you see him moving around, the shadow moves around. He's coming down the stairs, and the shadow comes a bit later down the stairs. I'm not afraid of scary movies, and I watched them long ago because I haven't watched television in years, guys. I look at my research. That's all I see. But other entities and other realms exist. I swear to God, and I shouldn't, but I swear to you, they do. And I've seen the realities and the possibilities of that. You know what the most beautiful thing is that the realm will always be hidden because it could always be me lying. And that's always how it's going to turn out. So that's why I decided I want to start filming some of the encounters. I do have a lot of experiences. Some of them are morbid. Some of them are really effed up, the things that happen. I have different smells. I hear sounds. I've experienced coming into the room a red color coming into the room, coming really, really at a fast pace. It was during an electrical storm. Almost every spiritual encounter that I've had almost have been beside water. No, all of them. They've been beside water, or it was during an electrical storm. It's always been. I've heard noises. I've smelt the smell of burnt meat, just like you were cooking steak, and nothing disgusting, but the meat was starting to burn. That I've smelt smells like that and stuff. And it's happened to me ever since I was young. And obviously I was never able to document any of that. But that one experience that I had before my father passed away, or anyways, around the time he passed away, never, ever will I ever believe that there's not a matrix and that there are not other worlds around here. By getting older and by doing my research now, a lot of you, and obviously all the theories that are out there, people talk about the matrix. We talk about space and time, the walls and fabric of space and time. Those are just, in the past, for me, they were just terms, but they're not just terms anymore. It makes sense. It's because there's no explanation for what the walls and fabrics of times are made of. So we use those terms, the fabrics of space and time. But you start thinking when you have these encounters and you start realizing, holy shit, excuse the expression, but holy shit, there's really something out there. And now, since they're talking about entities and aliens, well, when my dad passed away, I thought every encounter that I had here was him. It's scary now that I think of aliens and demons and Nephilims, and a lot of you talked to me about a whole bunch of theories, and I had not really thought about that in the past. I thought maybe it was more ghosts and stuff. But what intrigues me, the other realms that are appearing here that we're seeing doesn't necessarily mean it's in the past. It could be other realms where they're living. Listen, there's a whole bunch of ideals that people talk about. You hear the expression parallel worlds. Does a parallel world exist? Is somewhere in time, is there another a planet Earth with the same things occurring with us there? Just a parallel world of the same things occurring, or maybe the same people but different lives. Maybe we're in different dimensions. Maybe we're in 9 different dimensions, and when one of the dimensions, one of us die, well, we disappear out of all the realms. I don't know. I think they're interesting theories. I could talk for ages and ages. I've seen incantations. I've seen a ghost come out of somebody. I've seen a cloud come out of somebody choking. I've seen so many things. And you know what? Never have I ever experimented with black magic, and nor do I think I'm a sorcerer. But I'll be honest with you, the people that do sorcery are not necessarily the ones that have had spiritual encounters. I think it's the opposite. I think someone that's had a real spiritual encounter that got like scared is not going to try to conjure up freaking demons. That's for sure. I never would. And I don't stare at shadows. I don't stare at mine either. And I don't talk to it. The guys and gals are like, I don't fucking talk to my shadow. No, well, don't. Because if you talk to your shadow, maybe one day it will respond to you. I'll get some more coffee. Stick around a little longer. You're not annoyed yet? Actually, sorry everyone. Here we go again. I'm just putting some cancerous nuclear microwaves in my cup. So if we crash, it's because the microwave is going right now. Other lives exist. Some of you have had family members that pass away and you're not religious and you're pissed because you lost a family member and you say you got screwed and never again you're going to see them. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. As much as it's going to piss you off of me telling you this, when you connect with them, they will respond to you. And I'm not saying that they're stuck in limbo, but I do believe there's a part of either the soul or maybe a remnants of whatever's here, an essence of what was left of your life, because you can reply and respond even to some of the people that pass away. I've done it myself. And again, no conjuring spells, no black sorcery books, not even white magic, just intuition and maybe a good guide is what I can say. Didn't want to shut up. Did not want that to beep. At one point, I did some tests one evening, and it was in an area where there was a lot of deaths, maybe ancient Indian tribes, and I mean ancient Indian tribes were there. And it has happened to me once. And these are things in 5 years that I haven't shared very, very much. I started opening up, I think, this year. I'll be honest with you, with the UFO disclosure, I opened up a lot more this year, a lot more with my research because of what was going on and because of the UFO disclosure, what they're mentioning, what they're talking about. It is dang hot, B-boy. It is stinking hot here. Well, it's the humidity, actually. That's the worst part, is the humidity. Andrel, so the force coming from the line up of gravitational forces from planets will cause a super gravity storm here on Earth. Yeah, that's possible. Actually, I've heard that. Also, the conjunction, the alignments. There was a conjunction with Mars not too long ago. So at the same time, the moon was full. You had the sun, the moon, and Mars that were aligned together, and that was the first day that the earthquakes, China, the floods. Do you know how many typhoons China had? Japan's going through hell right now too. Actually, lots of flooding, landslides, a whole bunch of stuff is going on. That was the deal. I believe that when the horrors are going to start, that's when they had decided to stop talking about stuff. News media at the beginning was hiring journalists, but now they hire people at media association centers to become propaganda puppets. I listen to Fox News, and I still do. But unfortunately, there still is some tension there as they are, and I can't even talk about it. There's, that thing going on for 2 years here on Earth that rhymes like panda bear. Well, it's bullcrap. I can't even talk. I wanted to say something, but anyways, I think it'd be best if I don't say it. I'm trying to be good. Yes, B-boy, a little CE5. Absolutely. And it's not CE5, but it is. In other words, what I'm doing, a lot of people tell me to look up Stephen Greer, the language. Absolutely. There's a communication. I also believe that Stephen Greer had that information from somebody and not necessarily him that was connecting. I feel that. This is just speculation. Much respect for all researchers, but I tend to think that he didn't have any spiritual encounters, that he's connected with a bunch of people that have had encounters and that they're coaxing him exactly on what to say, on what's going on. For example, the way he captures UFOs by flashing lights and stuff. Like, I mean, don't forget red flags. It wouldn't be very hard to do that. Thank you, Darren S. Thanks, Darla, for welcoming everyone, guys. Yes. Oliver Klein. Yeah. Damn right. What time is it now, actually? Sorry, everyone. 9. It's 3. Yeah, it's 3:30, actually. Right? 3:30, something like that. 6 hours difference, maybe depending on where you are in France. But I have a 6-hour time change with them. Going to stream to my French channel tomorrow. C'est des membres en français qui regardent la chaîne ici ou qui vont venir voir la vidéo. Les membres, vous allez avoir la vidéo demain. Et tout le monde sur la chaîne OVNI Québec, Astronomie Bruce, va encore mettre des vidéos du soleil et des ovnis. Get that, everyone? 10-4, Darren S. Hey, my flock. Love you more, my bro. Thank you very much. Really, guys. Honestly. Thanks, Darla. Yes, I am absolutely happy Mew Mew Q joined us. Always greatly appreciated. I had heard of her channel. I heard of Mew Mew through you, Darla, actually, when you were going to support her channel often. Sun Tzu says, that's counterintuitive. Yes, baby boy. 55, 50, 56, 58. Absolutely. Oh, Darla, I have to thank you. Oliver, Darla even reached me. I'm going to see I'm not a liar. Check it out, brother. The other names on the other side. Darla came and saw me right away to say that Oliver wanted you to go check out her channel. You guys are amazing. Darla, you rock. Should you be telling your plan to your enemies? No. So what I'm doing is I'm planning. It's maybe not the real plan that I'm mentioning. Don't worry. I don't get lured. I lure. Definitely. Honestly, B-boy, that's what's giving me the support, from being honest. If not, I wouldn't get any support. Got to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to come over to the channel. A lot of people say, well, how do I send you something, Bruce? On all videos except for live streams, I don't know why, I had the address that you could send right in Valleyfield, right to my home. It's an address that I have, a box, so you can send something there. A lot of people were asking me. And for those who have mailed me, it's been a while, I haven't gotten any mail actually, to let you all know, I will be checking this week, because often people get worried. They send me something. Bruce, did you receive my letter? I sent you a picture. Did you receive my picture? Bruce, did you receive my flower? Somebody sent me a flower one day. How awesome. I sent it to myself. Thank you, Darla. A lot of advertising. Little goons, little trolls. They were crying in the comment section. When you come to my channel and I'm posting sun videos, a lot of the trolls have a tendency of coming on my channel and posting links, but I fixed that. They can't post links anymore. Do you know that that's why they hacked me? Because I was continually blocking them from having access to posting their effing links on my channel. Go check out Bruce. Have you heard of Crow 777? Hey, troll, have you ever heard of a television? Of course. I had interviews with Crow 77. They talked to me about Tyler, Secure Team. Go subscribe now to Secure Team. I don't mind, guys, but get over it. Some of the trolls, the advertising, it's horrible. The advertising is horrible. Do you think, are you going to go over to McDonald's and ask the guy that owns the McDonald's, have you tried the Whopper? He's not going to go try the freaking Whopper. He's going to stick to his own work. Peter Benton's back in the house. Thanks, brother. Thanks, you guys. Forced disclosure, everyone. Thanks for everything, guys. You guys rock. Darren S., I thank you for the support, my man. Can't thank you enough, my hardworking friend. You done work, bro? I got some guys that come and check me out on work during work too, and everything. I'm really upset with what's going on around the world. It's a little discouraging, eh? But maybe they say, excuse the expression, but they say shit has to hit the fan before it can be fixed, or before people can know that there's something going on, right? And that's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, I wasn't impressed, Darla. I went to see his channel, but oh yes, Oliver, I will watch it all night. You watch. Thank you. Don't push it, Darla. Feeling sassy tonight. Feeling sassy. Darren S., I've been going back and watching some of your older videos and making sure I gave. Bro, thank you so much, man. And in reality, man, yeah, if you back up, honestly, anywhere from 200 to 300 videos, you'll back up and see all the captures. And of course, you're going to see always new captures mixed with older captures. And I'm always zooming up or changing the theories and stories and stuff, but I keep them interesting. But honestly, some people go back into the videos and look back in the videos, and they still remain pretty interesting. Those of you just arriving to the channel, that's your first time here, I have a large, big ass effing 14-inch telescope, and I want to share all my findings with you. The next telescope, my next goal will be to have a very large telescope. It'll be between 20 and 30 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share every single thing that I will ever film with my large telescope and the infrared cameras. The other infrared camera that's coming is high-tech, third or fourth generation cameras. I'm going to be asking suggestions from you. We're going to have live streams to talk and compare and share links about different infrared cameras in different countries. Don't forget, I'm in Canada. Can't buy an infrared third gen or fourth gen, but maybe you can, but I doubt it. I ain't gonna go see JP Wet, that's for sure, to buy his crap. That's for sure. That's an agent. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. That's another thing. I have the honor of having been attacked by Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I mean, what's the honor? I have family members in the Royal Canadian Mounted Police that I've never even met because they're all in these secret project shits and stuff. Amazing. So interesting. I wonder how many people have family members that are in spy associations. This is a spy association right here in Canada, 2 streets down. I know someone that's her husband's working there. Why am I talking about spies? Yeah, Carol, I'm telling you, I hope YTT, Mr. T, I hope YouTube team will come back. I'm going to tell you all something. I'm going to invest in a nice little reasonable amount of money to get the security upgraded on this computer. Think of it. The shit-stained trolls have leaked my address. They've leaked where I was. When I was living with my son, they said that they were going to kill him, eh? Did you know that? Go in the community. Do they keep posts there, older posts? John Walson saying about me trying to shoot him and stuff. They put me in these scenarios, boys and gals, disgusting, horrible scenarios where, honestly, I'm surprised that my mother even comes once in a while to watch the videos with all the crap that was going on, which is absolutely ridiculous. But that's the goal, to try to get somebody down. But you know where they didn't get me? A little suggestion to all you guys who can't control yourselves without looking at porn for like one day, everyone. Seriously, don't interact with porn sites. Don't pay for shows and porn sites like that. And I'm not talking about experience, because I have nothing to do with that. I can actually see real women. Yeah, I'm that popular. But the problems that you will have by opening your computer, the hacks, everything, it's incredible. I've had somebody drop off a video, a guy from New York, a black guy from New York. Love black guys, but that one did not like me. And the guy, it had nothing to do with him being black, but he was, because it was a black video of a gang in New York. And you know, you got to be really careful. Real gangs out there, guys. Even though I'm in Canada, there's real gangs. Maybe some members are really pissed at me for whatever the freaking reason. But they dropped off a video on my desktop called eCurb Strauss, and eCurb Strauss is my name backwards. And in the video, it was a song explaining how he was going to line the walls and his house with my skin and stuff. This guy was effed up, and the scare tactics became so flagrant. They became so ridiculous that I started reacting to them. One guy says he's going to put me in a barrel. And I told him, I said, are you that much of a welfare that you can't pay for a fucking barrel? Sorry, a freaking barrel? You're allowed saying fucking once in a while. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, that last week in the video, which a couple of you didn't see that, I don't think. I showed it in the video 2-3 videos ago. Somebody says we're going to bury you alive. And I said, you're going to need a hell of a big grave. And I said, you don't even have a freaking car. How are you going to buy a shovel? I just play with them. Play with them. Because I'll be honest with you, no matter what they're going to do to me, I'm still going to show everyone what I'm capturing up there. Duh. I think it's worth getting killed. It's crazy, eh? It's exciting. I'll have an honored death at least. I hope they write Bruce sees all in the barrel at least. Bruce sees all, almost 100,000 subs. Boom. And they go burling down white waters. That's where Bruce will roll down in the sea. I remember 2016, and I always thumbs up. Mew Mew Coo, I can't thank you enough. It's only the support that I'm getting from you all that the channel's still here. That is definitely for sure. Oliver Klein will check out the channel. Get over it, please. Please stop advertising, guys. You know I'll block you after anyways. You got to stop advertising. We don't give a shit about the other channel. Please. I'm being hacked. Screw the other channels. This is my platform. You get it? Good vibes sent to everyone in here. Thank you very much, Floyd Stats. Thank you very much. Right now, this channel needs support. And there's not any other channel showing anything that I'm not showing if it has to do with UFOs or the sun. Because I've never seen any bloody other channel show a friggin' solar flare on the sun every day. That's for sure. Definitely. The UFOs, they're all planes. Did you know that? Most of the UFO videos I watch are all freaking planes. I've received hundreds of videos when people send me the videos. Bruce, check it out. A UFO flashing. It's a plane. UFOs don't flash. Somebody should tell Jeremy Corbell that. UFOs don't flash. Richard, thanks for coming back, brother. Thanks, Lloyd. Such a happy and very generous man, Bruce. Thank you very much. Your spirit raises good vibration, which we all need all the time. It's my goal, man. It's what I'm trying to do. Thank you so much. Don't let them get to you, brother. Get a standby channel up just in case. Confirmed. It's already up, dude. I got the French channel. I got the French channel, the Spanish channel, and wow, that cricket's close. Crickets are singing tonight, you guys. Also, Richard, thanks for coming back, man. Odyssey. If ever I disappear here, for those of you who don't know that cricket's loud, you can go on Odyssey if you have a YouTube channel to protect yourself and just inscribe and register yourself to Odyssey and click a little button, which they will offer you. You won't have to look for it. And they're going to tell you if ever YouTube goes down, would you like all the YouTube videos to be kept and transferred here? I did that. So if I go down, I will be on Odyssey. But I want you all to know I'm always on Patreon. Patreon, I have no problems on Patreon. It gets suspended, but I get it back up. It's just tactics, scare tactics again, like threats. But if I go down here, Patreon is an amazing place that is just like YouTube, right? There's a lot less activity. For sure, it's more private and stuff. But if I go down, just remember those places. Patreon, remember, the French channel of Nickelback Astronomy. Get informed at which channels I have. I also do Spanish videos. I have over 30 or 40 now Spanish videos. And I'm very proud of the Spanish channel. I'm approaching 600 subscribers on the Spanish channel, and I'm honored. I'm really honored. some real Spanish people came and gave me feedback, told me that I did a good effort. So you're going to get a little bit of an accent speaking in Spanish. I mean, I make Russian videos. Do you guys know I have Russian videos? I'm not bragging. I should be trying to brag a lot more. Boy, that cricket's loud. I think it's on my balcony. Maybe it's an alien cricket. Do you believe aliens could be insects? Thanks, Floyd Stats. Love you, brother. Don't forget, trolls, once we're done here, don't forget to go and advertise. Got a lot of trolls, boy, after the last stream. How would you guys like me to do? If ever the videos start getting attacked a lot, is what's going to happen is I'm going to stream every second day. We're going to have a stream show, and we'll have the video, regular videos. And again, since I'm doing it full time, thanks, Darla, for sharing that. I appreciate that. I have a Spanish channel. You guys can check it out. I speak pretty good Spanish, not bad, and I'm studying, learning all the terms in ufology. There's none. Basically, not quite the same. Want to really thank you all for taking the time to come here. Richard, everybody, the stats, Floyd. And don't forget, Floyd, to leave a comment. Not trying to bribe you, but that way I'll be able to ship you a wrench, and that way you'll be able to fix my car, fix my windows, fix everything that I have here. Looks real, eh? The smile, eh? Does it? It looks authentic, eh? No, it's authentic. It definitely is. Thanks a lot is here. Terry W, thank you very much. And if you mean because that's you with the other channel, thank you very much. And if not, if you're just associated or related to him, thank you very much. And I know what you're doing, bro. And it was a while ago, wasn't it? 3-4 months? Maybe even I've lost track. Not much longer than that. 3 or 4 months, I think. You posted a music video, man, of mine on your channel. And not just that, what Terry W did, Sinks a Lot, is a YouTube channel that posts music. And he was able to share my video. And you go to his channel, there's just a link of me, more than one link actually, but that's awesome. And that helps. And if everybody does that, you guys can do it too, by sharing like he does and sharing, the videos on your channel. Some people devote their YouTube channels of making playlists. It's another thing that some of you can do, that are interested. If you have your own channel, you're not going to do that. Of course, just keep coming back and watching the videos. I've been watching a long time. I didn't ever comment at first, just watched. Well, that's okay, man, because I'll be honest with you, most people are, scammy. I know a lot of YouTube channels are scammy. It's just bad platform. I get it. But, little skunk. That or somebody just cultivated their weed and they're walking by the street, down the street. Thanks, Tony Brooks. Tony Brooks, thanks, man. I really appreciate recognizing all the faces. Unreal, Darla. Huh? They live. Oh, yes, they do. Dang right, Carol. Thank you very much, my friend. Yes, Darla. Absolutely, Darla. I'll tell you one thing. There's a lot of guys I connected with here, and they were able to come and tell me that I moved them, or that I helped them see things that they were never able to see before. And for me, it's a freaking incredible honor. And since never I will have my head too wide, I will always be answering comments. I'm always going to be just a regular Bruce. I don't like flashing. I would be embarrassed driving around in a sports car because I'm afraid to flash too much. Did you all know that? Except the Stingray. that I'd flash. Wouldn't mind at all. That's what I want, guys. A Stingray. One day, maybe I'll get a Stingray. But what's really going to happen is I'm going to wait till I'm 50 or 55, and I'm going to go buy a used motorcycle for $2,000. We'll drive with it for 2 or 3 years, and I will be content. I'll get like, I'll do like the guys that have less money that want Harleys that don't have the money for the Harleys. They get Hondas that look like Harleys, or maybe they'll get a Viking or something. Whichever. It'd still be awesome. Hey, thank you so much, Fugdat. Bro, thank you so much for being a member. And if I'm thanking you a second time, I hope so. I don't think I did, bro, because I appreciate it, my friends. You guys become members. You don't linger, eh? You don't like become a member and go in the community. Bruce, I'm supporting you. I'm a member. Check it out. You guys are so humble. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Like Floyd says, yeah. They live with Roddy Piper. Remember that? It was Rowdy, eh? I was trying to think of it. Yeah. Roddy Piper. That was my time when I was watching wrestling, bro. Hey, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Hearts, all the people that were there. Then I found out wrestling was fake, and I went like, what the hell? It was very disappointing. I grew up. They told me the fairy, Tooth Fairy's not. Anyways, I'm careful with this kids here. Told me the Tooth Fairy was skeptical. It was iffy. Then they told me Santa Claus was iffy. And I turned around and asked my mother at that time when I was younger, is God real? That's iffy. Everything's iffy, right? Well, it is 10 o'clock, and I guess I should be getting off. I want to really thank each and every one of you so much for the generous contributions. And if you're here, you're contributing to the channel. Hackers are rolling down the subs, and they're rolling down the numbers. Hey, last live stream, everybody, when I mentioned to everyone, hey, we're going to be at 100,000 subscribers for the first of the year, I hope. I lost 25 subs. So if you guys don't mind going back to sub, maybe it'd be sort of cool. Get subs back up. If you're not sub to the channel, you don't have to sub. But if you do subscribe to the channel, I promise I'll keep making these amazing videos. Roddy Piper. Hey, Bruce and happy Skywatchers. Cheers. Hey. Blackjack guitar. Thank you very much. Thanks, bro. The movie They Live by John Carpenter, the glasses that see past propaganda. I think I remember that vaguely. Yep. Movies do tell us a lot, right? Tell us a lot of what's going on. Literally truth. And I guess the government permits us to tell the truth when you're singing a song or you label something science fiction. The same way they made the movie about the Queen, the royals. No problem. Queen had no problem with them talking about them as long as they put in the front page science fiction. Little trick. That's what they do, eh? I never thought showing UFOs on the moon and finding buildings in Sinus Iridum that it wouldn't explode. I'll be honest with you. The first time I posted that, my mother told me to clean my house in case CBC or someone comes by. Better clean your house. Nobody came by. Nobody ever came by. Somebody came by to leave me a penny with a bullet hole in it, actually. And it was, what was it? Was it Kennedy? It was a dime. I still have that dime, and I have to show it to you. I don't know what very small caliber rifle or not rifle or gun or whatever. It was more than the BB gun because there was a hole right through the head of the president. That was left on my balcony. There was lots of threats in the past. One guy took a picture of me on the balcony in my socks, going out in my pajamas to go throw a garbage bag out in a recycling bin. So he sent me an image of me. So what I did is I took a picture of my ass and I sent it to him. And I said, there you go. If you want that instead, you got to laugh at what they're doing. And there's nothing that we can do against them. They're going to continue to harass me and harass me. So what I do is I continue putting out videos that are going to intrigue people. Quite simply, yes, Rowdy, Floyd Stats. Floyd, I got people here that come and connect with me, and I never know who's legitimate. I never know who's cool or not. It's always like a game of Clue here, and I want you to know that I really appreciate every single thing that you guys do for the channel. If you're coming here to support it, I want to continue to be here, right? And I thought the videos were cool enough for people to want to continue watching it. And think of it, guys. In general, I've been working for 5 years to try to have a minimum of 3,000 views on my video, all of them, and I never do. Imagine. Let alone even thinking I could have 10,000 views on a video. 10,000 views on a video every day will give me 3 times as much money as I'm making now, which is freaking peanuts. If it wouldn't be for the generous contributions that you're all giving to me. So basically, I live on what you offer me. Literally, that's how it is. That's why I'm scared with the hacking, because it's going to take them time to work the views down. And as the views are going to go down, well, that means every month for the next few months, it will continue to go down. I'm going to wind up. I'm going to get to Christmas, and I probably won't have a channel anymore. Who knows? Maybe I might not even make it to there. But I'll tell you what, with all the effort that I'm going to have to do to get back up, you have not to be worried about me disappearing. I'm not going to disappear with the generous contributions you've given me, with the fundraiser money. That money in the fundraiser on my event is ours. And that money, when we get to the maximum amount, of course, I'm going to have to take some out in December, and I'm going to have to take some out in January. I won't be able to take the whole amount out. Do you imagine that? If I take that amount out, I won't be able to pay taxes. I'll have to pay thousands of dollars in taxes, you know? So it's so hard to get freaking money in your pockets. That's the silly part. But we're going to go get the infrared and the telescope. And it's going to be a matter of a month, and then wait a month and a half and then go get it. I'm going to equip myself with amazing cameras. And here's the thing. The next telescope, my biggest problem is the fundraiser was supposed to be to build an observatory. Then I said, screw that. I'm going to go get a telescope that is bigger, and I'm going to bring it out every day. But now the problem is I bring a 14-inch scope out. It's 300 pounds. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to invest in a telescope that is large, but that can be disassembled. So if it takes me an hour to take a telescope out, that doesn't matter. I'll do it every time, but I want to have access to that. What I'm going to have to do is condone the small, tiny room, which is only one of 2 rooms in the back. I'm going to wheel in a telescope there. I would put a ramp where the door is so that the telescope is just sitting at the same level. So when I go out, it won't be a ramp. It'll just be outside or inside. Quite simply, that'll be my observatory. You know, leave it all set up inside, you know, big scope, because it is going to be a little imposing, the next telescope. And you'll see. It'll be very, very interesting. And what are we going to see with the next scope? We're not done working with the 14-inch scope, but we are going to see the activity and maybe even the traffic, transportation on the moon, if there's a civilization there. It's going to be sweet. Is polarized vision. You can see things you cannot see with your... I believe so, Jeremy. I'll tell you what. All the different wavelengths, there must be, excuse the expression, a shitload of unknown anomalies out there that we would never understand. In other words, we could have the tools and equipment that NASA is using, and we'd still never understand what we're filming. I bet you. There's lots of things out there. The interesting part is that some things are very large. Did you notice that objects in space are large? Why? Simple. Why do animals get big? Because there's room, right? And in space, they're big. Like Andrew and a bunch of other people were saying, objects in space are massive. These organisms are massive. And they're like small planet sizes, maybe, which is pretty incredible. And I imagine these leech-like, octopus fish, sort of jellyfish-like objects going and picking up all the smaller organisms. So what you can't see during the tether incident are all the other living organisms in space that are a lot smaller that you can't see. I believe that. I believe there are many different wavelengths. Imagine if there was a wavelength to see the people that died and that pass on and move on to other planes. You do know that they say that the planes are all one over the other, right? So you live here, and when you die, you go here. You know, maybe you go into another realm and you're just right here. If you cross the universe, you could be just right here. You know, I believe it's all layers, one over the other. And I believe the universe are all those stacked layers that look like a filing cabinet. Okay. And all those layers that are stacked one over the other intertwine, meet up, cause magnetism between all the dimensions that are sticking together, and that you can travel from one dimension to the last dimension that way, or you can travel that way or that way. You get to the same point. You can go around the earth that way and go around that way, right? Well, there's more than one way of getting to Rome. I say. Hello, E70-ish. Yes. E70-ish. Thanks for everything. Also, thanks for being here. I know you do, Richard, and I really appreciate that, my brother. Definitely, man. Feeling the love, my man. Laurie Williams. That's biblical. That we are light. Yes, absolutely. Light beings. It's something that's always interested me, Laurie. Light beings. And again, Andrew L. was talking about that, the different wavelengths. So if we see those UFOs lit up, maybe they're looking at us lit up. Maybe on the moon, when they're looking at planes in Earth's atmosphere, they're seeing the same UFO. So maybe what we're seeing on the moon flying by, that bloody light, it's maybe a plane on the moon. It could be in the moon's atmosphere, other plane there. Who knows? Yeah, Darren S. said it. If aliens were here, they'd see us as uncivilized animals, not me. They would see many of us as uncivilized. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Probably. But some of us are. You know, some of us are like, we're all humans, supposedly. Well, some of us, we're all humans. But you encounter these people sometimes, Jesus, Murphy, they're stupid, right? With all due respect, seriously, the mentality of some people, sometimes it's ridiculous. Takes many people to make a world, they say, and I believe it. Darren S., thanks again, man, for the ongoing support. Terry W., thanks a lot. Will comment for my personal channel because views dropped by more than half. Wow. I'm sorry to hear about that, man. It effing sucks, actually, that they can manipulate that. Listen, I'm not going to tell me YouTube couldn't stop, the hackers that are on the platform. When somebody writes a comment on your channel and says, I'm going to kill you, there's nothing you can do. What are the choices? Does the person have blue shoes? No, it has nothing to do with blue shoes. You're looking for, he's effing harassing me, saying he's going to kill me. What are your choices? Is there a description trouble? There's nothing that you want. Somebody wants to report a harassing comment, and they're going to say, is this your channel? No, it's not. So you can't report anything. And people can freely harass you like Frack Centurion, big moron without his car, still 1920 car they never fixed. He comes and tells me he's going to pick up my son, go 100 kilometers an hour, 100 miles an hour. He's going to throw him out in a ditch on a highway, and he's not going to stop. And you know, this, it's still there. The comment's there. I've reported it. So you know what YouTube does? Does this comment offend you? We'll take it off for you. So they take the comment off, morons. And all of you people come on my channel and you see the comment. But YouTube is like, oh, the comment's bothering you because he wants to kill your kid? We'll hide the comment from you. Thanks so much. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. There's no protection for people that are trolls on YouTube. Look at Misheard, guys, of Ciel Bricolateur, you know, the mysterious crossdresser. These people have videos of me, 20, 30 videos only of me. His channel is based on me, and on their channels, in the comment sections, they are trying to locate me. This is harassing, right? So you go and you flag it, and I get no response from YouTube. I've told YouTube 17 times at one point, some mothers were really trying to locate my family and kill me. You know what they said? Please contact authorities. So I contacted authorities. I contacted the Royal Mountain Police. That's why they're hacking me now. And when I contacted them to tell them about John Lear, right, that was a CIA operative, you should have seen her face. I didn't see her face, but I could tell by her voice. You should have heard how she reacted. So the Royal Canadian Mounted Police listened to me talk for 25 minutes of everything, everyone that was harassing me. You know what they said at the end? What's your address? 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers and everything. I start giving out my address, my phone number, and they say, well, we can't really help you because we don't do that. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police do not deal with hacked websites, right? So I was like, well, why'd you take my freaking address? Well, because she wanted to follow me. Royal Canadian Mounted Police, everyone, you know, they all work for the government, and these people, their goal is to gather information, whether it's legal or not to ask things. They just want to gather information. They're looking for good shit. That's what they're doing. They're not there to help people. They're there to find bad people or make money. I don't see the system protecting us. I don't think a system exists that protects the people. It's pathetic. Really is. Angels and demons are light too. Absolutely, Lori. Hi, Lori. It says in the Bible. Yes, absolutely, Lori. That's right. Want to thank you all. Cindy Lou, who's in the house. Keep missing your stream, Cindy. Hey, Cindy, I'm getting hacked. Did you know that? They're rolling back my views. Nobody gives a shit. A shadow of an ET, that's even scarier. That is scary. I've seen the shadow interact, like get scared. And you know what that tells me? If somebody's shadow is starting to move like this, it's because there's other realms or other worlds. So he's still stuck on that channel, eh, Darla? Darla, I studied the technical history for long times. The video gives proof of the Crot discs. Never heard of it. That the technology was already there in 1900. There's nothing documented from 1900. Nothing. I don't even know if people were alive back then. And was before and gets hide today by telling using rockets. Giggity. All right. Thanks, Mr. Towers. Thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate that, sir. Love you, man. Love you a lot, guys. Teresa, be kind. They live. Yeah, I guess there's one thing, Teresa, be kind. I am no movie buff. I am the worst person to talk about movies and to compare things. I've not watched enough movies. I was very musical at a young age, and my mother, I was blessed enough that my mother had got me a piano, got the keyboard, got my guitar, and she liked me playing the music. So maybe they can see auras too. That's very interesting, my friend. Exactly. I think cats, or if that's what you're talking about, I think animals also can can see the auras. I absolutely believe that. I've seen someone's aura, but I can't see auras. It's happened to me that I've seen it. It was very, again, a spiritual experience, but walking around and seeing people's auras, no. It's weird though. I can see a lot of things, but that I don't have necessarily the power to see what I want. It's I take this as experience gifts. It's not me that's using powers to look through things. It's I get all these lucky chances at seeing things, which is incredible. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. I'm out of bubble gum. Thank you, Mr. Dabs Anonymous. So I will be getting off, everybody. I want to thank you all. I love you all, guys and gals. Peter Hyde and everyone. Mr. Towers, thanks everybody for being here. Darla, Dabs, Experimental Elemental, Alfie, Mew Mewku, Darla Lama, B-Boy, even Oliver Klein. Most of you are not subbed to me. I'm remote viewing right now, and 90% of you are not subbed to me. Just saying. Nelson, and I said, oh, thanks for being a member. Thanks, Nelson. Thanks, you guys. Those of you who took the time to become a member that can, I so appreciate it for the help. And those of you who are always commenting to me that you don't have enough money to be a member, you are too effing humble. Don't worry about it. If you guys are here following my channel and helping me any way you can, I love you for it. Floyd, Steve, Blackjack, Teresa, Dabs, Alfie, Yurt, Mew Mew, Dusty, Cindy's welcoming and saying hello to everyone. The alien could feasibly be human. Who involved from the MR and I jabbies that produce DNA RNA. Yep, that can be programmed to produce pre-programmed DNA RNA. You could be genetically modified, and you are stuck with the mark of the beast, is what I believe. It's exactly what's going on. Man, there's so many things, bro. Spike proteins, shedding. Pisses me off. They're forcing some of my family members to want to take that fucking jab. And I'm telling you, if they're able to get families to start taking that and make fights in families, they're going to encounter the biggest freaking problems in the world. I guarantee it. Elites my ass. I'll go ballistic. Like a missile. Yeah, Teresa, be kind. Aliens would definitely, they know exactly how stupid we are. You know what they know, eh? They know that we are misguided. And they're probably like, wow, what a waste of a race, right? But still, there's lots of people that are very caring, very intelligent. Ever notice how sometimes somebody who was raised and beaten all his life, or was literally shit on all his or her life, can turn around and be the best parent or be the kindest person to other people? Some people, they say, you know, the way you're raised, if you're raised by someone, you're slapped around, you'll be slapping around your kids. It's not necessarily true. I think some people that were raised with slaps probably never raised hand on their children because they didn't want them to have the same pain that they had in reality. It's true when you think of it. Warns first. I've been warned many times. Well, see, Laurie, thank you. I believe it's common sense. Government's not going to let me do something that's affecting national security. And I'm talking me as an example there. I'm not ranting about myself there, venting myself. But for me, I believe the research that I found, there's at least one video that can expose the moon. I believe it. That's how I see it. And I keep telling a lot of people that the threats are the jealous ass trolls that have channels that have never taken the time to answer their community, or, you know, they're sitting there with, there's my PayPal, there's my fundraiser, there's my other channel, there's my other things. I got nothing against people raising money, but let me tell you, I'm here doing a full-time job, and money doesn't grow on trees. So everything I'm doing and trying to make money with the ads and trying to make a business out of it, nothing wrong with it. And I was always labeled as being a fraud. Why? Because I'm showing truth? You know, that's the worst part of it. That is the worst of it. Hey, stats. Red, they didn't come back today. That's right. That's true. Come back and kick us in the ass. I was going to say yes, Andrew L. 8:30. You wrote that? Jeez, you're patient. Sorry, guys. I'm fine, Alfie Joe Bob. Jeez, I miss a lot of comments here. The U.S. Gov signed an agreement with an alien group to date 6 million humans have disappeared. Yep, 6 million humans and counting is what I say. So many people being born, and they're all taken away to go live on other worlds. So what you just said, Tony Brooks, though, says a lot, bro. Because imagine all the abductions or all the aliens that are coming back to Earth. They have to be human. Some of them have to be human. Maybe they're human without knowing that they are. Don't forget, you could send a human that was kidnapped from Earth to Earth to do some hit or project without that person even knowing what the people on the surface looked like. Don't forget, when you're driving, when you're sitting in an airplane and you go up 400 feet, you're already going to start being lost and not understand where your project of your house is. It's not hard not to understand the surface. You don't have to be 30,000 feet in the air not to understand how the surface is made. And it would be the same for them too, I believe. Leslie, thanks so much for appreciating the work. I believe I do, Tyler E. I thought it was spiritual encounters. I thought it was maybe, and it still could be. My father passed away, and when he did, it opened a portal, and I've been seeing shadows. So I was young. My dad died. I was 6 years old, and it was the end of summer. We came back from camping. He wound up in the hospital, and I went to school. My dad was buried right across the school. Schools often have cemeteries, and just so happened my dad was the first one right along the fence, and it traumatized me, but it saved me after. Oh, frig, for months it was freaking horrible. The kids were making fun of me. They were saying, "Hey, your dad! I see your dad's up on the mountain over there. He came out of the grave. Oh, bro, look at him. He's all fucking distorted." Kids are mean, right? But when I started having problems emotionally at school because of that when I was young, it was really bad, really hard on me. What happened is that because my dad was buried right by the school, he became my protector. Weird, eh? I made him like my guide to protect me. So I was brave. Anything happened. Anything at school happened. Somebody came up to me. I'd look over at the grave, and that's all I needed, right? A kid loses his dad. All you need to do is to see and to go through the pain. That's what a lot of kids did at school. A lot of you know this, and it's true. people that were the meanest people at school often were people that were abused or sexually or physically by their guardians, their parents, and they were the worst people at school. They were the meanest people. I've met guys that used to beat on me at school. Not, I wasn't a guy that got beat up by kids at school, but there were two of them, Ryan and Jeff. They were bad assholes, which I love them today, but they were bad. You know, like watching you poop in the bathroom, sticking things in your sandwich, you know, and me, that's not going to work with me. I'm bad for that. When somebody's attacking me, I would do double up. Imagine a guy watching you in the bathroom, a guy coming to the bathroom to watch you and laugh at you while you're sitting in the bathroom. What do you think I did? What could I throw at them? Yep. They never came back to the bathroom with me ever again. Never again. I flung my crap and wet toilet paper at them. That's what I did. I'm very patient. I let people do a lot of things to me, but I always get the last laugh. I wait a long time sometimes, but then I say, well, hey, everyone. I talked about a lot of stuff tonight, and I really appreciate talking about spirituality with you all because it's subjects that are sound a little silly sometimes. Saying that somebody sees a shadow moving could always be a lie, and it could always be somebody manipulating the community. And I get it, but people that tell me stories about demons and aliens or encounters, I always take the knowledge in and rake in the knowledge, and I keep it somewhere in my heart and in my head, and I analyze those thoughts and I analyze the possibilities and stuff without having to necessarily judge someone. But other realms and dimensions really do exist, and some people have that chance to be able to see other realms, and some are way past where I'm at. Some people, you know, have different powers and different abilities. That's how I see us. Humans are sorcerers. I see that as we must have all been magicians like Merlin long time ago. We must have been practicing, much like, what's the name of that show that I've never seen? Hogwarts, you know. Wow. I told you I know nothing about movies. You know, the guy, Harry Potter. Harry Potter. There you go. There we go. When you look at those movies, I only looked at the trailer. When you look at those movies, there's maybe some truth in it, right? It's like, oh, look, a school that they're teaching magicians about certain things. Don't forget that the elites are always analyzing the feedback of what people do and how people react when certain things appear for the first time. And I believe that's how the system's made up. We are slaves. We are definitely slaves. And the ideal as the years go ahead is that they try to make the slaves comfortable. So that way they can continue manipulating us. And that's literally how the system is made. There's been a lot of fear mongering going on lately with people talking about certain things that are going to change. So hurry up and go get your this and go get your that before they change, and go do this because you won't be able to go to restaurants or large gatherings anymore. And I just want you all to know that these are all scare tactics. You don't ever have to feel bad for speaking up truth, no matter how much you'll be ridiculed and no matter how much the system thrashes you for speaking up. Always speak up on what you believe in. And by doing that, other people will take your example and they will want to do the same. Seriously, we are being robbed for everything. Some parasitic energy has hijacked the Earth's grid and are milking us for everything from our blood to our money and hearts. I definitely miss you. Something's definitely up. But I'll tell you what, it's never gotten this bad. So if it's this bad, it's going to bring that much more good out. And I assure you, it's going to bring some good things to us. But again, excuse the expression, the shit has to hit the fan first before things come out. Christopher Rollins, Alfie Joe Bob, Tony Brooks, everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to come by here. ETs are humans from the future. KM, another person that has nice theories. Thanks for connecting, you guys and gals that have amazing theories. It makes the community so much more interesting. Honestly, I love hearing those things. I get chills. There's so many things, so many possibilities of things that could be happening. ETs are humans from the future. I thought of that too. Very interesting. Very interesting. I do try to talk to the aliens. I have, and I don't know if you know it, but that's why I have certain things here that inspire me, you know, little skulls, whatever. And you know how when they hypnotize you, they often have a pendulum or something, and they'll have you look, you're getting very, very sleepy, you know, so they'll go, you know, there, you need something to be able to get somebody to be hypnotized, and it's like a trick with a stick or using something to manipulate something. Well, the same goes with what am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm gonna have to get off here. Thank you, Leslie. I'll be honest with you all. I think so deep sometimes. I lose my concentrating thought so often. Happens a lot. I try to say too much at once sometimes. Family of Parks, thanks. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Means a lot, my friend. Welcome, Family of Parks. Foxy Philly, thank you very much. Hi to you. Thanks for being here, my friend. The Stats, welcome. Cindy Lou. You got to check out her channel, The Stats. Another cool member of the family here for sure. Thanks, everyone. Hey, Mr. Towers, you probably enjoy it, actually. Very relaxing videos of water, birds, cats around her house and stuff. And Darla's into plants a lot, has a lot of beautiful, beautiful plants. And I'm surprised you're still up, Darla. I'm surprised they didn't hack the shit out of you after you supporting my channel as long as you have. Because she got some flack too. Lots of you have. Lots of you have. Even Cindy at one point. Everyone did. Everyone that connected with me. I know you have your own trolls, but a lot of you only got trolled because you were hanging out with me. And that's too bad. Well, Jeff Bezos, if that's you mean. Well, he went up into the Earth's atmosphere, went up there with an 18 or 19-year-old. They went up there with an elderly person in her 80s. He went up there with himself, of course, and his brother to go up in his craft to experience, I don't know, you saw what they did. They threw ping pong balls at themselves. I don't know if it's all for show or not, but Lori, I don't know if you heard about somebody got caught pedophilia recently that was very well associated with him. I'm not going to mention his name, and I hope no one will, but the news is coming out. Did you see there was a senator in the States again got caught for pedophilia? It's in the news today. Isn't it weird how everything's hush hush? How they're not bragging. Remember how the media would brag on little things that happen to people, and they just brag and make a lot of fuss. Now they're puppets. The propaganda, news media, CNN's doing it. Did you see that odd moment? And guys, no, I don't follow CNN, but yes, I do. I like laughing at them. And he interviewed, the Cuomo brothers. If I remember Fox this afternoon saying, one is buff and one needs cuffs. Governor of New York, they want him to resign, but he does not want to resign. He doesn't want to resign. But it's all propaganda. CNN, CNN's mad at Trump, and that's all they do. They don't do anything else. They valorize Biden, right? Biden fell down the stairs and they gave him a compliment. That's what CNN did. Unfortunately. Everyone, thanks a lot, eh? I know I say bye for a long time and now I will get off. Almost 11 o'clock. Hey, you guys, we stayed on almost 3 hours. So here's the problem. I use StreamYard for free. I'm going to have to get the real version. So today I streamed 5 hours with you all. 5 hours. It doesn't feel like 5 hours, eh? And you know what? I really love the streams, y'all. I'll be honest with you. It's what relaxes me at the end of the week. And I really love the feedback that you all give me. The ideals, some of you are so effing intelligent. I couldn't even compare with you. Not even in the slightest way. I appreciate the theories you all share with the channel. 100 in the chat. Please smash the thumbs up. Mew Mew Koo, thank you so much. One bar, Brian. Hey, bro. Thanks a lot, man. Family of Parks, that means so much. Thank you very much. And time to capture such awesome shit, brother. Thank you guys. I love you guys for it. It was always a concern for me. I was so worried that there was going to be one day that I wasn't going to get anything. It happens a lot. Think of it. You go 2 or 3 months sometimes without capturing something that's in the sky. But I have a lot of incredible experiences that happen to me. Experimentation is what I'm doing, is talking outside. I don't necessarily, like, somebody asked me, do you talk to the aliens? Yeah, I don't brag about it, but I do the experience. I do the experiments, and I try to connect and to see if I'm going to get a reply. I told you all 1 week, a couple months ago, that I will try to capture some spiritual encounters that occur to me at home. 7 days later, I started showing you guys a lot of things. I stopped, by the way. There's still a lot of ghost activity here, and I'm not going to hide it. There's been more activity this week than I've ever seen before, and I'm not posting the ghost videos. But I'll tell you what, the moving garbage bag, the lights that are flickering, the alarms that are going on and off, doors even slamming now, slamming. It's continual. I've always had those experiences. They're beautiful to share, but a lot of people don't believe in what's going on. And I'll be honest with you, it's really disappointing because there are a lot of easy ways to make videos where you're tricking people. I could have put a thread in the bag and moved the bag around. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys and gals, I wouldn't be showing you a freaking garbage. I would have chose something else, like a pencil, and quite simply no lights on the surface, and just pull the pencil and pretend I'm moving a pencil. But in reality, when the things happen to me, I rush for the camera. The telephone was buzzing. The smoke alarms were going off. The neighbors were fighting. I heard a gunshot on the road that week. The negativity in the air, an accident. A neighbor had an accident. One guy cut his finger off. It's like when things happen around me, it goes further out. I see it protruding the house. I see neighbors around me going through all these experiences at the same time that I have activity here. Do I document that? Of course not, because people are going to say, what a flake. But no, definitely not. 2 suicides, 2 heart attacks, 1 stroke. There's 6 or 7 people that died here in 2 years on the road. 6 houses, all 6 of them died. One committed suicide, hung himself in the house. Another one did something else. And, you know, the negative energy is in the air, I find, and I feel it. When there's a negative energy in the air, I feel it. And often it's when I go through these spiritual encounters and stuff. I don't know. I feel that. And I can, maybe it's that I'm reading other people's energy, but sometimes the energy just goes psychotic. Ever notice that you talk to 4 or 5 people during a day and you find that they're off? Have you ever talked to somebody and for real find that they're really off? It's like you're in a part of the matrix where the matrix is sort of on pause because it's recharging a battery. And anyways, that's my life. I think I'm nuts. Maybe I'm just nuts. All the way down here. Now, I wonder if gnats are an alien invasion, but they can't do anything to us. Hey, Christopher Rollins, I'm sorry for what I responded to you this afternoon about Carefree Observatory. You didn't know what went on, and I got nothing against them. It's just that there was a little trust issue because of some people that were hanging around with them. But in general, I wish them the best. And you were asking me what was up with him, and I guess I didn't get a reply, but I did hear that there was I don't know whether it's true or not. I don't want to start a rumor, but I thought there was a problem with his health or something like that. And I'll be honest with you all, I wish him the best. It was a good contributor to the channel and everything, but there was a little cold at the end and stuff. But I didn't get a chance to explain myself because I listened to the live stream, the first live stream, and it sounded like I snapped at you, and I didn't. Mr. Rollins, justification was needed, I find. Bruce, there are multiple races underground. Tyler E, hello. Bruce, there are multiple races underground and on this planet. I believe that, Tony. I believe that, bro. Too many people speaking out have died. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that speaking out like I do is not a problem. But somebody that, they create books, write books, and they go on the news and they start talking about these things. I believe it, man. I believe there's also a group of people that would kill people for speaking out. Look at Bob Lazar. I always thought that was odd also that he didn't get killed. And I'm still not removing the fact that he could be part of accomplice of something. And I hate saying it every time, but I say it because I'm smart. I love his story. I absolutely love his story. And, but you can't stay stuck on any story, because if you stay stuck on a certain story, you could hide some truth, right? And listen, I've stayed stuck on a lot of stories. Do I believe the moon is inhabited? Yes. But some people tell me, could it be square objects that were there from ancient realms before long ago? Yeah, of course. Maybe there's not a cat there. Maybe there was never vegetation there. And the greenery and patches that we're seeing are plastic trees. It's inhabited. And there's vegetation on the moon. It's going to come out one day. It is going to come out one day. The moon, I believe, is just like Earth. Quite the same. And maybe one day we'll find out there's grass on the sun. You never know. You guys sick of me? I'm going to get off now. Thousands of people disappear from this planet. Darren, you know it, brother. That's absolutely true. Lots of people F off from this planet, are taken away, which I believe, not just that, the children, the kids that are taken away, abductions. Oh, a car just came up and left with my son or left with my daughter. It's horrible when you think of it. But you said it, it's from the planet. I do believe in abductions where they come and get people completely to go somewhere else, right? Definitely. I do believe there's people on Mars living there. Haim Eshed, Israel, retired whatever, whoever he is, talked about, come on, you bugs. They're coming in through the screen. Insects are so small here in Canada, they come in through the bloody screen. Hey, Michelle said there were people on Mars and that it was American space cadets, if you want, astronauts, American astronauts that weren't human. Why would they say that? I wondered why Hey Michelle would say that. But why wouldn't the States reply to that? What does it mean? What does it mean if a real important person in the military, a director, says that the Americans are on Mars? Why would NASA not reply and say, how dare you say that we're on Mars? There's no one on Mars. Because they are on Mars. That's what you got to ask yourself. But are they on Mars or are they on the moon or are they on both? I believe they're on both. Definitely. I believe the moon is the biggest secret that they're hiding. I don't believe it's for disclosure now. I believe it's disclosure in 2100. 2050 won't even be disclosed. And for those of you who do follow the New World Order and who have been following the agendas, we've seen three in our lives. We have the agenda 20, right? We have the agenda 30, or it's 25, and the agenda 50 is not out yet. And like some whistleblowers have said, we'll find out about the agenda 50 will be most likely in 2039 or 2042. Mark my words. You could record what I'm saying right now. In 10 years, 15 years, you're going to hear about the continuation of the New World Order, which is many projects for many generations to come. Yeah, Mountain Man. Mountain Man, did I ask you? Leave a comment, okay, guys? There's a couple of you. For me to make you mods, since I'm using StreamYard, when I see you in the comment, I'll be able to grab your URL and go put it on somewhere. Mike Knapp, you have one, bro. Though shouldn't you? You have a wrench, bro. You're a mod on this channel. Still waiting for my wrench to come back. So your wrench disappeared. Did you have it the last time you were here, man? Same thing, Mike. Leave a heads up comment, and I'll go re-add you as a mod. No problems. Laurie Williams, I want to thank you for coming by the channel, for connecting, for taking the time to see the videos. Oh, San C. Hey, guys. Missy L, thanks a lot. Hello, Mountain Man. Thanks, Peter Hyde. I'll tell you what's a pleasure, you guys, is for your support that you guys give here, and I thank you very much. San C's in the house. Another person's been leaving me a lot of amazing comments, supporting the channel. Thank you all, guys. San C. San C. San C. 3 times. So I have to click 3 times, eh? Darla Lama. Darla Lama. Darla Lama. Darla Lama. Darla Lama. There we go. See that, Darla? Life's enraging. It's always like that. Thanks for the heads up, Mike. We got a bunch of people being blocked here this week. The wrench folk. Don't fuck with them. Excuse the expression. Wandering Mind. Thanks for coming back, my friend. Thousands of people disappear from this planet. Darren said that, and it's true. Scary as hell. I don't know about you guys and gals, but here in deep woods of Canada, phenomena occurs in the woods. And you know what I experienced, Mr. Towers? I experienced seeing a legitimate Indian with its feathers and all its glory and horse and everything, a spirit inside of the woods. It was in St. Polycarp, Quebec, and it was in a pit where there's a giant, humongous hole that they dug hundreds of feet down to make a quarry that they filled it with water. It filled up with water, and they put a lot of old cars and stuff like that. And I go to that area. And when I go to that area, and I went there then many years ago, spiritual things happen, and we see a whole bunch of people making fires. And this is like the peace times back in the 90s. But so many experiences I had there, seeing people. I don't know if it's because they were all doing black magic or something. It's an area where the Hells Angels partied. They even got rid of a lot of people that were causing them problems there inside of the mine and stuff. So when you go there, there's this drastic energy. And in the near future, we are going to have to visit some places. If it wouldn't be for, a bunch of gang members and maybe mafia and stuff I don't talk too much about, I've been lured down to Montreal. I don't go. And a lot of you say, hey, Bruce, come by for a beer or come by my house or connect and stop by the house. I won't be able to, because people want to kill me. So I'm not going to. I'm not going to at all. If you kill me, don't miss me, because I'm a big guy. Be sure you're freaking marked. Hi, Bruce, mods and community sense. Thanks again, man. The pleasure is mine, Peter Hyde. I know I'm lingering, hey guys. I always do this. I don't like getting off with you. I'll be honest with you all. Hey, thank you very much, guys. Again, forced disclosure at 8:56 way back. Thank you, brother. Floyd Stats. Keep up the good work and stay out of woods if you're afraid. Yeah, I'm not afraid, dude. I love the woods. But I tell you what, in Canada, in the deep, deep woods, there's energy in the woods. I would believe the aliens are definitely in the woods. Bigfoots, they exist. Abominable snowmen, they really exist. Thanks, Darla. Thanks to you too, Darla. All of you. We're just like doggy treats. That was funny. Don't forget, Mountain Man and a bunch of you, please leave a hello. It's not a trick in the comment section here once I close right now. And I'll be able to give you guys some wrenches. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Floyd Stats, 8:37. Hello. I see you. Imagine me wait 8:30. It's 11 o'clock. And I see Floyd Stats pop up. Hello. This is pathetic, isn't it? Quit begging for money all the time with us. You can speak. Oh, no, draw anything. I don't ask for money, my friend. Don't worry about it. But when I need some, I will. I bet you can't even draw anything. Guys, see that? Quit begging for money all the time with all your conspiracy bullshit. I'll be honest with you, Ace of Space, elf man that lives with his mom with a hole in his quilt. I respect you anyways, brother. Because if you're mad at me, it's because you want to be me. And I'll be honest with you, I want to be myself sometimes. Bye-bye. Trans-alien. They're trans-alien. Never mind transes. I'm still trying to accept the freaking rainbow that's on my desktop. Isn't that ridiculous? Live and let live. Why all of a sudden, eh? The trans. Oh my God. What the hell is going on with this world? I taught my son not to be racist years ago. Years ago. My son knows that when he sees a black person, to respect them. He doesn't even have to force himself. It's so silly. Mama Bear worries. I got to get off, but I keep having amazing people come back here. If any of you, for whatever the reason, want to send me a hello, want to send me a letter, you need to send me something, I do have the address at the bottom of my videos, and you will be able to send what you like over to me. But I check about every 2 weeks, so give me the time to go and check. Really want to thank each and every one of you for coming here, and I can't say it enough, and I'm going to continue bombarding you with thanks because I love you all. This is my life doing this channel. It was my dream, and it's all because of you that the dream is being able to be realized and continue. And I can't thank you all enough for everything that you do this channel. Bobby Cat. Check missing 5. 10-4, I will. I'll write that down. Bobby, thanks for everything, eh? Oh, that was an abduction. I remember that. I'll check that out, Bobby. Love you guys and gals. I can't thank you all enough. Bruce, shut up and close your computer down. A good lure would be to have humans put crashed UFO tech into everything. Yes, Thurston. Absolutely. Hey, Knowledge. Thank you, Darla. Knowledge 2020. Thanks for coming back, brother. Got a picture of a triangle UFO in my sky. Thanks again, Bobby Cat. In my sky several months back, and it made me end up starting a channel. Hey, Knowledge 2020. Thanks for connecting, man. You all can go and encourage him too at the same time, which when you come back, you'll see once in a while you get a bunch of people from the community sometimes that go over and say hi, because I saw one really close back in 2002, was the size of a football field. Was blown away. I think you had mentioned that the last one time, and like I only saw that once in my life. Only once did I see something as big as a stadium. In other words, you know, I've pondered in it, Mr. Towers. Anyone ever read the Celestine prophecies? I've pondered many times in it, and yeah, it's interesting. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some of that. Darren S. said it. Thanks, you guys. If you can think it, it's happening. That's even better than if you can think it, it exists. Yep. If you can think it, it's happening. It's true, man, eh? You're dead on with that. I believe that. Hello, sir. Thank you very much. Nixosaur. Hello, sir. What do you believe about the term flat earth? Thank you so much for asking. I'll be honest with you. I Crawl Face channel and many people have explained to me incredible theories about Earth being round, but I have to admit, I love the flat Earth theory. The Earth can be flat. I still believe it. Even with the amazing explanations that Crawl Face and many people have explained to me, and he explained it well on how there is a spherical shape of Earth, the way it's calculated, and obviously how it was calculated. But I believe there's a lot of interesting reasons that we should look into that theory. I like all theories. When I heard flat Earth, I loved the theory because I believe sometimes, I believe theoretically, could Earth be cookie shaped in the shape of a lens, maybe like a lens. A lens is very bulby, right? It's it's like a mound on one side. So if you're looking at something that is cookie shaped and has a roundish bump there, well, you could probably say, wow, well, the moon's round, when in reality, it could be like that. Really could be like that, right? We'd have to go all around the moon to find out if the moon is round. But since, the Russians did that a long time ago, hey, good stuff is coming. Incredible things are going to happen. 2024, they're supposed to go on the moon, which I believe they're going to set that back because of the sun. Guaranteed they're not going on the moon in 2024, but maybe they're going to deliberately go there in 2024 because something's going to happen here in 2025 or before. I don't know. I have no idea. Those who go to the moon are in mortal danger. That's some other things, that could be dangerous. Other possibilities. Some people say there's a war up there that people are fighting. Um, I've heard for the past few streams, a lot of you have told me that you heard that there was a war on Mars and that they were liberating Mars and they were liberating the moon. We're talking today about the moon. Maybe they gathered up the gray aliens. I don't know whether there's labs or whatever up there. Is definitely something going on. Are we in limbo? Are we in space? Because I can't believe that I stayed on this long without me crashing. StreamYard, hats off to you, StreamYard. I have to admit, I bitched about the duck up in the corner of my image, and I don't mind the duck anymore now. This video was powered by StreamYard, and I use the free version of StreamYard. You get to interact with the comments, put the comments up on your screen. You can have people join, which, by the way, we will do this, right? Each and every one of you, if you want at any given time, you can come on, we can talk. But we're doing it now. Anyways, we're having a lot of fun like this, and I appreciate you all for everything. Anyway, Oliver Klein, thank you, brother. Bruce is all, watch out for the KGB book of alien race. Oh, bro, I know all about the book. I also know about the other book of Voynich. Whoa, memory blank. Anyways, the Voynich manuscript or something. Am I saying it right? You all know what I mean, right? I may be mispronouncing it. I think it is Voynich or Voynich. Nyet, one or the other. A book that has vegetation in it, vegetation that's unknown here on Earth. There's recipes, remedies, and we're talking about beautifully drawn, detailed flowers. It's a mysterious book that apparently people do not know what the language is, the Voynich manuscripts. And it was very, very interesting if ever you're interested in looking it up. KGB is still going, Oliver. The KGB is definitely still going. Thank you, everyone, so much. Hey, draw anything, go rotate. I'm seeing these comments. Holy crap. 838. Matt, I'm so sorry, man. Yes, Knowledge 2020. 10-4. The Norway Spiral. Cindy, I totally agree with you on that. And unfortunately, she wrote that 839. No way in hell she's still there. But if she is, I'm sorry, Cindy. I don't even know why I apologize each time. My darling must be sick of hearing me apologize. In reality, I go from comment to comment. But for whatever the reason, it's like I can never reach all the comments. Receiving love and the light from above and sending it out to all of you. Family of Parks, I spend my days doing so. And thank you so much for connecting. Guys, thank you so much for the ongoing support you give to this channel and the generous contributions, the likes, the support, and the love. And thank you, Carol. Thank you very much, my friend. Yes, the stats. Portal opening and an object passing through it. That is, yeah, that's the bombshell. And that's what they don't want people showing in reality. But Terry, I do believe, Sinks a lot, I believe absolutely that there are portals and that people enter through portals. I believe that 100%. 100%. B-Boy, the thoughts on disclosure is that disclosure is real, but they're trying to decide if it's an inside threat from a foreign country or if it's from outside of this galaxy. Once they know if it's outside or inside, they'll be able to react with a response. I believe that is why NASA is being briefed by the Unidentified Aerial Task Force on what's going on, because they want to connect in a way where the tools of NASA can be used, and the images, and they're comparing notes. This is what I believe is going on. Unidentified Aerial Task Force is in lower Earth. They're around Earth, but with the tools of NASA, including the instrumentation that's in the ISS space station, and now Chinese space station, right? Russian capsule, all these things that are going up there. They're supposed to make nuclear run vehicles in space. Remember the objects that they were supposed to gather up all the debris around Earth and the moon? Why do they want to do that? Well, because Jeff Bezos is going to be going. It's so stupid, eh? They're going to clean up all of space so Jeff Bezos can go to the moon and back. Where do you think they're going to go to the moon when they go there? You think Bezos is going to land in Mare Serenitatis and they're going to walk around and get back up? Nope. They're going to land on the closest edge towards Earth. There'll be an area of land where there is fuck all there that people will be able to land. They'll probably build a giant wall where people can't see across the wall. People will still pay millions of dollars to be able to land on the moon, even though they can't see fuck all. That's how it's going to be. Thurston, everybody, thank you so much. Hey, it definitely does. 8:39 again. Jeez, sorry guys. It definitely does. The same shit's coming out. Yeah, you want to know what's funny, Mountain Man? That's why I said don't forget to leave a comment later. 8:40. He probably already answered me that. But yeah, StreamYard, I have no access. I could only block people. I can't. There's a whole bunch of things that I can't do here on StreamYard that I can do on YouTube for some reason. Yo, Stephen A. 8:40. Love you guys and gals. Nelson, thanks again. Thanks, guys. Last question. What do I think time is? Time keeps on ticking, ticking into the future. I think time, what's your conception of it? Is it just the human's experience of atom, half-life of their brain cells? Probably. What's your take on it? I probably think the same thing as you. Well, time is, it's a misconception. Louis Merez, thank you very much. Stay home is Jose from Jose Aliens and Santana here. Thank you very much. Can you give the wrenches on? I read that. Sorry. I think time is a term that we use to understand length of time, quite simply, right? In other words, but what is time really? I don't even know if time exists. I have a hard time with that one. When people say time doesn't really exist, I'm like, well, yes, it does. There's always time that we can calculate, right? We could say it took God 7 nights and 7 days, whatever, I don't even know, to make the earth, the universe, and everything in it. There's time there, but time is a misconception. It really is what people understand. I think time is something in the physical world that we use as a term because there's aging, because we feel the aging, we see the aging. Things get old, things get wrinkly. We get like old leaves. It takes us longer to get wrinkly than a leaf, but in reality, there's no difference with us, with organic material. So much we don't know, man? 11:11. That's a nice time to stop. Power. I'm going to go outside. I feel like there's a UFO there. And I can't thank you all enough. All of you that I missed your comments. Mike Knapp, there's a whole bunch of you that I'm going to give the wrench. And Mike Knapp, back the wrench. So I'm not going to forget you all. André Obi-Wan, la corde et l'esprit from Paris, Bruce. Je t'aime fort, mon frère. Je te remercie beaucoup d'être ici. I missed a whole bunch of people. Pisses me off at 8:40. I'm sorry, everyone. Oh my God, Andriel, I gotta stop reading your comments. I'm gonna keep wanting to answer. 8:41. Damn it. Are you serious? 8:41, Mr. Towers asked me something. You guys are definitely gone. Bruce is all books, reads you recommend. Wow, I got a flash when you said that. I got a flash when you said that, Mr. Towers. I didn't even want to answer this. Religious or not, I think somebody should pick up the Bible. If ever you've never read the Bible. And can I tell you also, I have a lot of other books, though, I'll be honest with you. Theology and stuff. Mr. Towers, I promise you I'll prepare a small collection of some of the books, actually, that maybe would interest some of you. And hey, I got books here that if any of you want to borrow, let me know. I will mail them down to you, mail them back. We could share some of the books. James Redfield, yes, I know him too. Theology, the Bible. Why did I want to read the Bible? Because I wanted to understand the misconceptions of that book too. I wanted to understand what people weren't understanding themselves in it. I wanted to see if there was some truth to it. It remains a very interesting book. Do I actually believe that God wrote it? Not necessarily, but I'm not going to say I don't believe he did or not. It's just, I don't like things stuck on terms. I read in the Bible that it said, God said that if you don't know who I am, just keep your faith in me. You don't have to go to church. Thank you. I kept that as information. Did you see a post showing grids in the sky? Did you see a post showing grids in the sky? I did not, brother. Not yet. I don't think so. That's another thing I believe, man. The grids in the sky. So don't forget, Mountain Man and everybody go in comments so I can give you guys some wrenches. My Flock 2.0. Guys, gals, thanks for connecting. Seriously, I love you all for it. That's why I lingered. I've been saying goodbye since 10:20, I think. Bit annoying with that, I admit. Neo Lightning. Greets from Neo South Belgium. Love you guys in Belgium. Thanks a lot, you guys. My Flock 2.0, thanks for everything. Please come back. And thank you for all your support. Time for me to say it again. We only know what we are taught. Christopher Rollins, that is so well said. You guys can check out Christopher Rollins' channel too. He just got a 14-inch telescope. Nice as hell. And he'll be exposing a lot of stuff too. Happy 5th, Bruce. Wondering Mind. Thanks again for being a member, my friends. And thanks for the anniversary wishes. 5 years I've been here, everybody. I really feel that people are going to start feeling I'm annoying right now. Contact Tire. Oh, shit. Darla, why did I miss all these people? Merci, Contact Tire. Timothy. Well, I lost another one. He's definitely not here anymore. Where do I begin? Is there a book? Yes, exactly. There's a book. I'm writing it. I'm actually writing it, Timothy. Documentary. It'd be an amazing book. My own opinions a whole bunch of times. Thanks, my flock. I'll be back, you guys. Maybe some late streams this week. Mountain Man. You can't even imagine, bro. I'll be honest with you. I'm not used to it. And it brings me to tears every time I see all the support that people give. It's a beautiful family that we have here. And just love coming on and interacting with you all. Hey. Yes, Mr. Towers. Loeb, the commercial Bruce sees all. There's no proof of anything. That is damn true. We don't know 1% of the workings of the universe. Todd B, that's a mouthful, you guys. Absolutely right. Judy Barker, thanks for coming back down. You're the next contestant on. That's Bob Barker. Judy, I missed you again. 8:43, she commented. Sorry, guys. Well, I'm saying I'm sorry. In reality, it's because I had a lot to say. It's either I do this, I do that. Darla, everyone, guys, you still here? No, they're probably gone, actually. I bet you no one else is here anymore. No, she still is. Crawl face, just a corrupt manipulation to make us hate other life. Very common BS subversion. Yes. And that's at 8:46, my brother. J. Rocco, Desi Yug. Let me go all the way down. What's going on here? Holy crap. Crawl face, everyone. I'm so sorry, guys. Everything's coming in. Kyle. Contact taille, je suis simple et tu me vas bien. Merci. Tony, good point, but also was only a matter of time before we made our own version. No doubt. Though leaks stated we didn't have access to some of the physical materials. I'm so sorry, guys. Yes, E70-ish. I'll tell you what, it is lame, but what was lame about Tyler's channel is that he tried to screw me over. And it's so sad. I try to connect with some big channels, and they just tried to screw me over. And that would exactly be a major reason for mining on the moon. 9 o'clock. So the last comment is Darren at 9:01 here. So everything that you guys have been saying, I don't know if it's because I'm not seeing it. Maybe I got a lot of views here. Darren S., mining on the moon has been going on for many, many years. I believe it, bro. I believe that 100%. Let me try to scroll down. Jeez. 9:19 o'clock. I can't believe I missed all that. Wow. Floyd stats, 9:32. I'm scrolling down, guys. I'm trying to get there. 9:41. 9:46. This is ridiculous. I'm trying to get to 11:20. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Did you guys all comment these? 10:17. Bruce, by the time you see this, I will be leaving another message on next week's stream. I'm so sorry, guys. Mr. Santoyo. Jeez, it's like I can't leave. Pulsar G. Just run a VPN, people. LOL. Absolutely. Charlene Williams says, I give a shit, Bruce. Thank you very much for that. BooTube, Shadow Dimensions. Matta Yarb, thank you. AJ, thanks for being here. Terry W, Pulsar G. No sheeples in the house. Please plant a garden. Please gather seeds. They are creating salmon for our planet. Admonitory bioweapon. Can't mention jabs at all anymore. Looks to moving the Ozarks. Research, John Moore. Thank you, no sheeple. Richard Didier. Bruce, keep it up, bud. We're still here and always will be. Thank you very much. I gotta get off, guys. Didn't even get to the end. Damn it. Good night, Gracie. Love you more, Judy Barker. Are people still here? Guys, you left me so many bloody comments. I'm so sorry, Crawlface. I'm pissed off now. Beth is there at 10:39. I didn't even say hi. I didn't do it on purpose, you guys. Thanks, Beth. So sorry, guys, that I miss you all. Darla Lama, 1039. You guys rock for having stayed here, and I am getting off. No, I know, Crawlface. Crawlface doesn't believe the Earth is flat, and well, you must have heard me. I'm sure you even replied. What you explained quite simply about the flat Earth actually blew it out of the park. Just with that little bit of information that you gave about how they measured the surface and stuff. Makes sense. But I still love the theory. I just love the theories. But I would agree with you at Crawlface since you explained that to me. The Matrix is broken, Stevie. Absolutely. 1122. Awesome. Goodbye, everyone. Jarrett Nip, Justin Branch, Kyle, Star Hunter, Pulsar G, Jason Berezny. Thanks, guys. Talk to you all very, very soon. Thank you. More live streams in a couple of days. Didn't see you guys enough, so didn't answer enough comments here, so I'll be back on in a couple of days, guys. See y'all later. I'm going outside now. Wish me luck.